we got them waiting. Took a little minute, was patient, but now we take it. Anytime we want this game, my situation is entertainment intertwined with information. Alchemist soul, how we move the tassel and roll. It's amazing how we can turn something brass to gold. And we steady making hits. Architect with the prop and the scripts. It's logical that the product will flip. My boy Chef did the lineup. I'm fresh in the bitch. Carnivorous podcast, the newest show on the list. DQ on the boat, so I'm rocking the ship. While the music gon' be dope and the artist legit. Hold my beard, concrete cord, then stepped in the door. See, that's my man, and he reppin' for show. And true saviors, a player with flavor. Lexicon Taylor, lines on point like a laser. We need that paper, we building the vault. Cause you niggas don't listen, y'all be waiting to talk. Lack accountability and try to make it our fault. But opposing us is trying to arm wrestle the hawk. You coming up short on your re-up, nigga we up. Really wouldn't want to be up. I kick my feet up, my beef is wagyu and my truck is all speakers. Bills is all blue and my blunt is all reefer. With plausible deniability, that boy eater. High quality whack juice by the liter. They like to call us ops, we got Oppenheimer features. That's the bomb out on the island just to teach you. Let's go, baby. DQ, baby.
Voice from the past.
Social love, Dr. James Smart, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
one of our great leaders, great teachers. Check. Look. He's a voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From Paul of the Ghana, stay connecting the roots. And African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. He's the voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From Paul of the Ghana, we stay connecting the roots. And African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. Started with Malcolm, now we carry the flame. Speak on it now, we dismantle the shame. Spiritual guy with ancestral aim. On his tongue, we steady uplift his name. Hidden colors on the screen, exposing the lies. Teaching black people divine, we truly gon' shine. He the chief in the culture, priest in the rights. Godfather of Harlem, bringing dark into the light. Yeah, he say, know your name, know your worth. The first builders, we the stewards of this earth. That's right. Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame. Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame. Let's go. He say, know your name, know your worth. Know your worth. The first builders, we the stewards of the earth. That's right. Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame. Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame.
All right, class. The question of the day is the double plus your bubble plus the hustle. What best describes you?
I know the answer to that motherfucker, man. Come on, bro. You see my hand up?
I need you to answer the question.
Man, come on.
That's dope.
Okay.
Dope.
It's a good answer. Good answer.
race, don't panic, cause you gon' wanna fly again soon as your ass landed. This basement to get your ass higher than any attic. Hey, we in the house, trapping shit, but ain't no rats or mouse, cause they get scratched out soon as my type of cat around. Graduated from the block, but with no cap and gown. Products the best, hey, compliments to the chef. I'm in the kitchen cooking it up. Built a empire, ain't no lying, get a cookie from us. The cops watching, we can't stop it, profit looking for us. Ducking the SWAT and the SWAT us so fly that we stuck to the paper, we up. Sharp as razors, we cut up the product and then we cut up the profit. We started this shit from bottom, what's up?
Gotta hold it down till I come up. Make no excuses, gotta get it, so I hustle. I done found a way to make it double. Put this in a pot and make it bubble. I'm cooking it up. My wrist skirt, get the locking it up. I done found a way to make it double. Put this in a pot and make it bubble.
Daily routine be plenty, agua and greenery. Cop me a ticket, switch up the scenery. That's the king in me, seamlessly, effortlessly. I'm always keeping it P when effing the B. See, I didn't even have to say the words, they connected with me. The telepathy in my words, a conceptual tree. Alright, 31 flavors, Baskin Robin type player, and my soul manifesting the beat. Let's go, all pop. Picture me rolling like a mall cop, all hot, wrist steady, shining like a ball spot. When you got your own place and own spot, you ain't got my finger on my face, then my phone lock. Bet that chip on my shoulder like a boulder. Hit the guidelines, hit the sidelines, start coaching like a prime time. Never mind mine. All these haters who paper ain't laminated, damn they hate it. We skated cause it's grind time.
Gotta hold it down till I come up. Make no excuses, gotta get it, so I hustle. I done found a way to make it double. Put this in a pot and make it bubble. I'm cooking it up. My wrist skirt, get the locking it up. I done found a way to make it double. Put this in a pot and make it bubble.
What up, though? Peace to the chat. Carnivorous Podcast, TMI. We're waiting on Chef to get in the building. Got my boy Logic in the building. Got DQ in the building. Just waiting on some people to come up. Good to see y'all. Busy as is life goes. Great political season right now, so I'm in the middle of a lot of different things. You'll see a little bit more of us, but not as much. Peace to the chat. What's up, Ramon? What's up, Vance? Whoever's watching. DQ, what's going on? Before I get into the topic, DQ, what's going on? Logic, what's going on?
Man, I'm good, man. Salute to everybody watching. Peace to the panel. Man, I'm good, brother. Another beautiful day. Here to chat it up with the internet world. You know, we be in our own zones, in our own universes, getting to the money, getting to the family, getting to the business. Yeah, we back online today.
Yo.
You on mute, Brass?
Yo.
Technical difficulties of being lazy and not going live. I got to get my streaming. I told y'all I don't want to be no streamer, bro. But I mean, I do it for some. But you know, I enjoy the reality of the. And it's about to be spring. It's gonna be very difficult to get me in front of this camera.
Stop playing. Go and get your
hits the CEO. What's going on, G?
Try Media merch. We're gonna put the links in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You already
That's
see
what
the
I'm
shirt.
doing now, getting the links.
Merch. Yeah, I see what you're wearing.
Oh, he
think I
wearing
You
know.
it.
see
Let
the
me
Quan
see.
Boy
Let me
EP
see. Let me see.
t-shirt.
Let me see it.
You don't know nothing about that.
The man's right there.
Okay.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Okay, let me make a phone call.
That's big boy stuff right there.
Let's see what we doing.
Try Media merch in the building. Hold on, I got links to post. Y'all go ahead and handle the shizzo.
Logic, what's going on, G? Waiting on Chef to come into the building. Logic, what's going on? This guy. So we wanted to have the conversation. You might as well just go ahead and get
Hold on, Logic. Got to put batteries in the Walkman. That's
this guy's wild. Just wild.
He said
Remember
Logic was
earlier?
on the Walkman.
I'm gonna
Y'all
let y'all
wild
into
dudes.
the conversations we have offline. We do way more offline than we do online. So, this is not an online thing. You'll see us more, but it's not an online thing. So I literally said, this is an idea that I came up with the other day. I was talking with Logic about the interview this weekend with Professor Smalls. And I was like, I don't know that much about the conscious community, but, I'm always trying to start trouble. So I was like, I just sat back and I thought, I said, who would be considered, because, they do the LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Kareem, who's the best top 5, top 10 players of all time. Go James, by the way. I was thinking, what would be if the conscious community had to have a top 10 and you had to take all of the things into account? Because they was talking about how Jordan got the 6 chips, and this, that, and the third, but LeBron got the 50,000 points. They was talking about influence, all this, that, and the other, right? I was wondering if we did a top 10, and I would challenge other channels to do it, not in a response and no disrespect or nothing like that. Hopefully this leads to good conversation, right? I was wondering if we did a top 10 of the conscious community. JG, what's up? OG Video, what's up? Chef, what up? I don't know why I'm always saying hi to Chef in the chat. It's diabolical on his channel. I was wondering, what would the top 10 of the conscious community be if we got people in the chat to participate, right? And we also got the people from the panel and people that's involved. Chef's involved. Cuban is definitely been involved. So we had a conversation in the Discord, and the conversation went for like 5 hours. Literally. Like, we talked for 5 hours about it. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I don't think anybody's ever had the conversation. So we're gonna have the conversation tonight. We'll see where it go. It's gonna be fun. I think it'll be revealing. I'm not somebody that knows that much about the conscious community, so I would definitely need other people from the conscious community to come up. So this will be an open conversation. You can come up, give your top 5, top 10 at the most, give your reasons, and then dip. Unless, you're a partner of the channel or a family of the channel, whatever, you can stay for a while. But I want to hear an overall thing, and we're going to put some ideas forth that's going to be good conversation, but I don't know how y'all going to feel about this. But before we get started, right, my man said diabolical. Yes, you're going to, if you get to know me, you'll know I use that word quite a bit. I'm a gamer, and we use that word all the time. But this is a good and this is kind of where we going before I introduce Logic. This is kind of where we going with this. I call all of them Cash App preachers, right? Which is diabolical. But here's the funny part, though. If you look at the top 5 or top 10, and you don't take out anything, you don't take out the crimes, you don't take out anything, you leave that in, along with the influence, along with the popularity, following, whatever you want to do, you're gonna have some interesting conversations of who's in the top 10. So before I throw it to Logic, I'm gonna play this one more time. I'm gonna play it a bunch of times, But shouts to DQ for the verse. We got Professor James Smalls this Saturday on Tri-Media Carnivorous Podcast. We did a great commercial for it. DQ wrote a song. We're gonna play it a bunch of times. And then I'll introduce my brother live.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. DQ, baby.
From the past.
Social love, Dr. James Smalls, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
One of our great leaders, great teachers. Check. Look, he's a voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From all of the Ghana, stay connecting the roots. Pan African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. He's the voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From all of the Ghana, we stay connecting the roots. Pan African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. Started with Malcolm, now we carry the flame. Speak on it now, we dismantle the shame. Spiritual guy with ancestral aim. If on his tongue, we steady uplift his name. Hidden colors on the screen, exposing the lies. Teaching black people divine, we truly gon' shine. He the chief in the culture, priest in the rights. Godfather of Harlem, bringing dark into the light. Yeah, he say, know your name, know your worth. The first builders, we the stewards of this earth. Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame. Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame. Let's go. He say, know your name, know your worth.
know your worth.
The first builders, we the stewards of the earth.
That's right.
Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame.
Every flame.
Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame.
Fire. So I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna pass the floor to my brother Logic. His interview. He'll be taking care of it. Logic, you got the floor. Go ahead, my brother.
Man, this is a big deal for me, right? Y'all know I be around these kind of spaces. Y'all might see me kind of dipping in and out, trying to get some clarity on exactly what people are trying to accomplish. And now I finally feel like I get to hear from, the source itself. I don't got to talk to the parrot. I can talk to the pirate in this particular instance. So not trying to say nothing bad about James Smalls, because I actually, one of the things that is tough, right, is I plan on asking them some tough questions, but at the same time, I got to acknowledge a lot of sacrifices that he made to be who he is, right? Those aren't to be made light of, or so it's not a joke, and my spirit of asking him them tough questions isn't bad either. So, I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait. And this is a nice preliminary conversation to where we can kind of open up those windows to talk about a lot of those teachings that we should be either keeping or disregarding, and that's fair, right? A lot of that stuff has been out for a long time for anybody out there to either critique it, scrutinize it, use it however they see fit, and we're gonna kind of attempt to do that in real time, and with the participation of the audience. So we're gonna get one of the great elder master teachers right here on our channel for everybody to be able to see him having a conversation with somebody that's as interested in how it applies today, rather than just giving it reference for being black. So I'm excited, man. I hope y'all excited for it too. But I don't think it's going to be a typical James Smalls interview. So it's definitely going to be worth pulling up for it and checking out. Yeah.
All right. So while I got you there, I'm gonna leave you there. Let's set the parameters of this conscious community. I wish Chef was here, because I want to set the parameters. I don't know that much about the conscious community. I know what I've been told per se, but I don't, what I'm saying? Like I kind of get a lot of stuff secondhand, so I don't want to be the bearer of bad news per se. But I'm gonna say this to you. I want to set the parameters, and somebody dropped the share the link in the chat, because I want people to come up and share their ideas too. I want to drop the parameters of where we're going to pull this list from. Okay. And then who is it? Because the conversation about who qualified hits was actually more entertaining than the actual lists of who we should consider. Because, like, y'all got to understand in the chat, we was trying to figure out, like, is Farrakhan a conscious community leader? Technically, right. No, seriously.
It gets
fun.
Yeah, this is where it gets fun. You're right.
Right. It gets spooky because then you start having the conversation of, okay, well, is Malcolm? Would you consider Malcolm X a conscious community leader? And then you start going into the conversations of, like, well, how could they possibly be the same as, like, shout out to my brother God Killer? Are we on these shows talking to the modern, I guess, quote unquote leaders, like the evolution of the leadership online, right? Because here, real quick, bear with me, because you can't go to a lot of people don't follow politics, right? So you can't go to necessarily, nobody really looks to any of the, like, Hakeem Jeffries, Crockett. You don't look to them for leadership. Sharpton's out the game. I mean, he's in the game, but as far as the youth, he's out the game. As far as social media presence, as far as, leadership, you got John Hope Bryant, you got Dr. Umar Johnson. You got a lot of people, right? This dude is hilarious. You got a lot of people, right? But who are the leaders now? So Hicks pulled something up. So he said, I don't trust Farrakhan. I've been to jail more than him. All right, so let's set the parameters before we start giving the list. We're going to leave these lists up. If somebody could start like I guess a document or something where we can keep everybody's list on track, per se, so you can't run from whoever you think your person is.
They can put their list in the chat.
What'd you pull up?
I'm saying they can put their list in the chat too.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if my mic is loud or low enough.
It's good.
I think we need a definition of what the conscious community is. Everybody can put that in the chat too. Like, what do y'all think is the conscious community? If you Google it, it's not just African Americans or Black people. You get different definitions.
That makes sense.
Nonprofits, networker individuals, cooperative, holistic, social activism, personal growth. But we're talking about our folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black conscious community. I think maybe if we add that word to it, it might be helpful, right?
Okay, so Black conscious community. Okay.
Or African, right? It's a loose affiliation of allied groups. So it's loose of allied groups composed of individuals from the African diaspora and from Africa. So not just us over here, right? If we agree with that. Some people may.
I would take out the Africa part.
And the African conscious community. Okay.
I don't
even think that.
Well, hold on.
Why? I don't even think the Africans, because here's the thing.
No, because they want you to know a lot of that has to do with Africa, right?
It does.
I think no.
I don't know that much about it, but I know it's a lot of red, black, and green.
This show might get ignorant, and I don't really care who watches, so we can set this out. I'm gonna curse a few times. We can bleep it later. I ain't gonna curse, but Africans don't. I think it goes both ways, bro. I don't think conscious. The people in Africa care too much about what the hell we got going on. And while we talk, maybe some of these conscious people talk about stuff that's going on in Africa. There are channels, shout out to them. But the ones that we're talking about in the community, the community that we're discussing, I don't think they really care about what's going on in Africa because I don't see the content.
Hold on. All of the effort we put forth to care about them, you saying they don't care about us? I don't believe that, man.
I don't think so. You don't listen. I see shows about Black Egypt. Not anymore. Well, yeah, recently. Shout out to Pseudo Killers and Soikieda. I think that's how you say his name. Shout out to them. I heard it went amazing. They trying to elevate the conversation. But they just did a show on Black Egypt, right? So they're talking about Black Egypt millions of years ago, but I'm talking about like today. Like What's going on with the genocide? What's going on with the blood diamonds, the three generals over there, the political leadership? There's nobody on any of these channels doing shows about that. So I don't think they care about the Africa.
I blame your algorithm. I don't think you trying hard enough. That's what.
Yeah, I don't want that shit in my algorithm. To be honest with you. As far as YouTube for my enjoyment is Gil's Arena. I don't. When I say I disconnect when we're not on these shows, you wouldn't believe my algorithm. It's mainly like Gil's Arena, First Things First, whatever games, all politics. I don't follow because I don't follow anybody in the conscious community, and I do that on purpose because when we do these shows, I try not to have my content be a reflection of something somebody already did. Right? That's always a fear of mine. We do this show, and somebody just did it yesterday, and I know it. So no, I like to keep my stuff fresh. I follow Tribe Media, Carnivorous Podcast, and I keep it G just like that. So.
Hold on. Also,
I don't think we give a hell about Africa, bro. Honestly.
Also, full disclosure: are you in the conscious community?
Me? Hell no.
Yes, you. Okay. Logic.
Yes, I'll answer for him.
He said no.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely.
You're interviewing Professor Smalls on Saturday.
That don't mean he in the community.
No, let's get it out. Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
No, hold on. Somebody said because we pretend. We're the center of the universe.
Because Black Americans like to pretend. See, he's African. No question. No question. I don't know if he'll tell us what he is, honestly. But that comment right there is a foreigner comment or a African comment. And I don't blame them. I don't blame him. I do not blame him for thinking that. Because it's true. I don't think that the people... There are things that go on over there. You hit me. What's the channel that you hit me to? Not African, Caribbean. Okay, so he's Caribbean. Wait, are you born in this? I mean, you can come to the panel if you want, but are you born in this country or you Ramon? Here we go. Listen, I already told you within how much time? I did the
where
bet.
It say allied right there. I think we losing that all
within 30 minutes hits. I have it here that tethers was going to be a comment, right? I said somebody's going to say tether in this show within 30 minutes. We are at 28 minutes and 13 seconds. Shouts to Ramon.
Is the term tether offensive?
I told you.
Hold on. Is it offensive? Can somebody write that in the chat? If it's offensive, then
you'd have to know what it means to be offended by it. But it should be offensive.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you know what it means. And then all FBA, as I become educated with tether, all FBA, even when they say it maliciously, it's literally just a description, not a pejorative. Like it's not meant to be like kiss my ass. It's more like a
what up, Cuban?
Shouts to Cuban. You come up. He's a member of the conscious community. Let's stay with Logic, though, Hits. Let's stay with Logic.
Okay. No, Logic said he's not in the conscious community.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
How can you say, Logic, out of all of your shows that you do, we're going to sort this out real quick. And I don't, listen, and once again, this is Brass. You already know how I get down. I don't care if you watch this show. We're here to entertain you. You can fast forward, leave, come back. But there's some things I want to talk about because we got to set the parameters. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say this right now.
Hold on. Logic, before you answer,
yeah,
read the key aspects because I don't think it's a bad group to be, a part of. So don't let Brass psych you out.
The con community. Damn. Okay, go ahead. I'll read it. Wait, let's go back up since he act like he a fucking illiterate. The Black conscious community encompasses a diverse group of individuals from the African diaspora in Africa who share a commitment to Black identity, culture, liberation, often draw on inspiration from Pan-Africanism, Afrocentrism, and Black nationalism.
That's where they lose me right there. I'm not inspiration from Pan-Africanism, Afrocentrism, or Black nationalism. No.
But your inspiration, listen, but the inspiration for why you do what you do is from those things. You're just anti all of those things. Like you can be like Draymond Green. He's in the NBA, but he's a jerk. He's a podcaster. He wants to fight. He's all this other stuff, but he's still a basketball player. He's anti everything. You are anti Black nationalism, Pan-Africanism, all of it. But
why are you speaking for that man like that?
I mean, he's doing a lot of dialogue right now.
He didn't say
none of that. No, because listen.
Let's change the nature of what this thing is. I'm anti of, right? Let's say it was.
Okay, you're right.
Let's say it was a Klan rally. I don't have a good example, right? If I go to the Klan rally, just to tell people that y'all Klan rally is whatever I say, that don't make me a part of the Klan. I just go there to tell people that I don't agree with what they say. That don't make me a part of it because I show up at the meeting. I don't like just because I show up at a meeting or two does not automatically put me into it. Now, I would say I am a former member of the conscious community. There was one time I did adhere to a lot of those values, but now, I kind of see a little bit. I see it a lot different. I might want to say a little.
When were you in the conscious community? This is an interrogation.
At that point, we got to be talking about like 4 years.
Next, he gonna want your credit score. Don't fall for that.
Yeah, we got to be talking about like 4 years ago.
He's trying to deny you a loan right now.
And then shout out to
your affiliations.
That day that ended that day I got in the pseudo killer service. So shout out to
what ended.
My affiliation or affinity to those
skeptics,
those ideologies that you were talking about.
Okay, when you joined, were you in the conscious community while you were in the pseudo killer Discord? Go ahead. You're gonna say yes, but go ahead. I'll wait for your answer.
Yeah,
right. So if your affinity ended while you were in the pseudo killer Discord, and you were still in the conscious community, then you're still in the conscious community, even if your affinity ended for it. It's the same thing. To say the formula works the same. Nothing's changed.
All right, you're trying to force it.
First,
I'm not.
Let's agree on the definition, right?
Hold on, wait, Hits. Give me 2 seconds.
Why are you putting that man on the spotlight?
If I come to the meetings just to tell y'all not to come to the meetings, I can't be a part of what y'all meeting about. I can't be.
But you just said you were still in the conscious community.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like follow exactly what you're saying, but like, yeah, we would go to conscious community meetings to tell them people that the stuff y'all are saying is wrong, right? But I mean, just because I'm at the meetings does not mean I'm a part of their discussion. I'm having a whole different discussion. I'm telling you why y'all stuff wrong.
Did you watch the Sorkieta interview?
I did.
I did. Yeah. What day was that?
I think it was last Saturday.
Last Saturday? Was it in the evening?
Yeah.
Okay. So you took a Saturday evening, a random Saturday evening in your free time to listen to Sorkieta talk about what exactly?
Read the definition. Don't fall for that. Just read the definition,
bro. I don't know why you fighting this so much.
Because he watched it. No, because it encourages and supports learning, growth, health, and well-being. Man, see, there you go, Logic. Look at that.
Because my black identity is having a powerful conflict with being associated with that. That's why,
And you watch Sorkieta in your free time.
The link is in the chat for anybody who wants to join the panel.
You watched the whole thing.
The whole thing.
You were enthralled, like you weren't bored or nothing at all.
I ain't gonna say that, but there was a lot of it that went right over my head. I ain't gonna lie. He was talking some high level stuff, and I challenge anybody to say they kept up with all of that. But
all right. We'll agree to disagree. I'm gonna ask the Discord too.
Yeah, I went there. See, look, my purpose for being there was to support not necessarily to be a part of the discussion. Because you ain't heard me come and mention nothing about Sorkieta, nothing about what he said. But yeah, I went to support my brother Unc. I definitely did that. If that's all the requirements for me to be in the conscious community is that I still support Unc. Well, I guess.
No, you can use that wording, Chef.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
That was dangerous wording at the end. I listen. This ain't my first show. Shout to Chef. Hey, Chef, real quick before you introduce yourself, shout everything. This dipped off.
My bad.
So, what's the definition that you want to go with? What do you have?
You talking about me?
Yes. What do you say? What do you say what do you say as far as what we're going to go top 5 leaders in the conscious community? What do you say the parameters should be? We have to set some kind of parameters.
Yeah, I would have to say time period has got to mean a lot, right? The conscious community I'm familiar with isn't outside of YouTube, and that's what I'm familiar with, right? Now there might be some people that do this, you know, in real life or whatever, but the one I'm familiar with is on YouTube. So I can't say that there is a physical conscious community. There might be like some precursors before that, but for me, I'm a little bit locked in a time period when I say who's in the conscious community. Like I don't think that you have a conscious community of my recollection before you have like your Phil Valentines, before you have like your Bobby Hemmett's, right? And that could potentially be before Sarnetta, but either way, that's still basically online presence because I don't know nobody who was talking.
Hold on.
You about to get cussed out for that one.
You said.
Wait. Let Chef introduce himself. Introduce himself. Go ahead, Chef.
Oh, there he is. What up, Chef? He's back.
Well, what's up? I'm covered up. Y'all gotta.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta get him on. Yeah, we take. Hey, you know we got you, bro.
I'm working on
the big screen.
I'm working on it.
Hits working the visuals.
Okay.
I'll get there. I ain't been on here in a while either.
Oh, there we go.
You're gonna have to stop sharing to do it.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yep. That's what he's trying to do.
You want him on the Summer Jam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, my brother.
What's going on? Yeah, we had this conversation in the Discord for like 5 hours. And everybody had a different list, right? And it spanned different time periods. I think it spanned different tiers of personalities, and you know what I mean. So everybody take on it is different. Mine is kind of closer to what Logic just said, right? My conscious community starts with the YouTube, with the Sinetta era, right? That's the conscious community, Grace, because this is when everybody could be privy to it, right? So yeah, I'll give it to the Sinetta, the House of Consciousness era. And for me, Phil Valentine and Bobby Hemmett and them, they kind of predated that era a little bit. So for me, it comes in with Natural Tahuti and Natural Tahuti and Polites and Ali Muhammad and Seti. You dig what I'm saying? Those early Moors that was a part of the conversations, right? And then it gravitated into what we see now, later on with the Captain Tazoriaks and the Pastor Bennett's and them. So for my top 5, did y'all give y'all top 5s yet? Or do
No. We're trying to set the parameters because if we set in the parameters, then what about this idea, Chef? Mm-hmm. Then we do a top 5 shout out to Sinetta. We do a top 5 pre-Sinetta, post-Sinetta. That way we can encompass. Because see, you made a key word in the Discord and you said influence. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking about that since you said it. And I don't know if a person influenced somebody in the top 5, how you could not put them in the top 5. So I would be cool with pre-Sinetta, post-Sinetta. Because, and you know my number 1, who I think influenced pretty much all of them that we're talking about in this range, right, is Dr. York. So no, I'm just saying. So here's the thing, because if we go, even though we go pre-Sinetta, that Dr. York is pre-Sinetta, I would assume, I don't know, somebody got to check that for me. I don't know. But his arms, his umbrella, as nefarious as he is, you cannot have a top 5 in the conscious community without him. I don't think you can, and he's pre-Sinetta. So I don't know if we're gonna do pre-Sinetta, post-Sinetta, cool. Because we could do post-Sinetta, but
you can't do post-Sinetta because he's still here.
He's
like
still
post,
here.
No. I'm saying post. I'm saying post him putting videos up.
Well, that's YouTube. That's not post-Sinetta. That's YouTube. Those are two
Okay, so
different things.
post YouTube. Well, I mean, he was the only. Is there somebody else putting up videos of these people besides him?
No, I'm saying he was before YouTube, but he was before YouTube, and that's why I put the question in the chat: did the conscious community start in New York City?
I believe it's Transatlantic Productions, but what I'm getting at is that the precursor doesn't mean it's the thing, right? Like you wouldn't call a shaman a doctor, but you don't have doctors without
conversations. Do something better than shaman. I don't even know what a shaman is.
A witch doctor. You know what a witch doctor is, right? You wouldn't call a witch doctor a
medicine
doctor.
Man.
Right, but you don't get doctors before, without witch doctors. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't say that he's the same thing, but he's the precursor to the thing. So whereas everybody in the conscious community typically spouses out Dr. Ben's stuff and Diop's rhetoric and blah blah blah, they're not in the same time period, and you can't even really scrutinize them in the same type of way.
Yeah, so and they played on the academic level more.
Right. They definitely playing on a much higher level.
Yeah, that's not conscious community.
Because the conscious community loosey-goosey, right? That's people on YouTube saying whatever they want to, going unchecked, just running wild with information. So I think that's to me, that's a defining characteristic of what separates those elders, right, from people in the conscious community who just
hit the link. Hit the link. Because Show is somebody he's in the conscious community. By the way, Chef, Logic said he's not in the conscious community, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know that. He believes he's not in the conscious community. So so I just want to keep that parameter too. Because I think the challenge we're gonna have is somebody said, what did Show say? Post Sinetta and post Dr. York. So what is the timeline of Dr. York? I know he's what's the 90s guy on Harry Potter? He who shall not be named, but I don't know nothing. I know the nefarious stuff, but I know a lot of the people that say the nefarious things about him. He was on the land. They was on the land with him. So I don't care about all that bullshit. So I'm telling y'all now, if y'all are afraid to hear the word Dr. York, then watch the Bulls play the Lakers. So when was Dr. York? When did he come onto the scene? And this is why I need people from the chat to come in here and explain some of this to me. When did Dr. York come onto the scene? What year? It's got to be a year. So when did he start? What does that say?
1970.
So so the Ansaru Allah community, 1970. Hold on. So he traveled to Africa. Now, is his resume, Chef, is his resume like Dr. Ben's, where I can't believe all of this stuff? Or is it?
No, there's verified stuff.
Man, this is Wikipedia, man.
Yeah, that is verified.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff.
Dr. Ben's Wikipedia is wild too. So,
yeah. So there's a lot of claims that he makes, and I think I never read his Wikipedia, but I think it might be good for us to read through it because he was kind of accomplished. He was an accomplished orator, right? Orator. So he did travel and he spoke a lot of different places. But his education and those things, I think that could be disputed, right? Like Dr. Ben. And then he threw a lot of spiritual stuff in, claiming that he was the Mahdi and the Christ.
It gets wild.
The
I heard the wild story.
The mock.
All right, so let's talk. Okay. He did things before. Stop right here. So Brooklyn, shout out to Mongo Slade. Dr. York used to live underneath the building that where Slade lived. So him and Slade got a strong connection. Shout out to my nigga Mongo Slade. So anyway, he gonna kill me for that.
He smelled what Dr. York was cooking.
Yeah, he smelled.
That's how close.
Look at. I do. Look at. Look at Shouts to God Killer. I heard.
Please hit the link. Please hit the link.
Yeah.
We might need this one, bro.
No. Hey, don't hit the link. Hey, don't hit the link until it gets real ignorant, and then hit the link. So then
we don't know
let
the
us
hell
be
we
ignorant and we don't know anything for a little while. So
no, but his would be good to give us a timeline.
Yeah, what's the timeline?
He been around 20 years,
right? You feel me? Because like I don't put Dr. Ben and them in it. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's not even a, the House of Consciousness is pretty much what
so
it is.
The House of Consciousness is your conscious. So when you're discussing top 5 conscious community, you're saying House of Consciousness on.
Yeah, I'm talking about the unks and the polites and the setis. You dig what I'm saying? And the Ali Muhammad's and
is that the land?
No. Oh, on the picture.
Yeah, probably. On that picture. Is that the compound?
Yeah, that's it. That would have pyramid.
That is wild. That moving forward. So, all right. So, but how do you reconcile this then, Chef?
Mm-hmm.
How do you reconcile? Chef's Unc said, "Nah." By the time YouTube was up and running, okay. Then we also need to find out when did Sinetta start posting on YouTube, and then we could do that. So Unc is saying that York was locked up by the time YouTube was running. But I need y'all to reconcile this idea. Shout out to Stu P. Shout out to Cuban. If y'all can turn y'all cameras on. We don't want to look at thumbnails if possible. So, how do you reconcile if Sinetta played a person from the conscious community that just predated him being on YouTube? You can't say that they wasn't a part of the conscious community. You could just say that they just wasn't on YouTube yet. They weren't they weren't put on the big screen. So even though Dr. York was locked up before Sinetta started making videos, he still was on the videos, like Polite was on the videos, right? And wasn't that his teacher or something like that? Shouts to God Killer.
That's good.
So how do you reconcile him showing the past videos, even though Sinetta started on YouTube? He would be included in the conscious community, correct?
Am I spelling Sinetta wrong?
Sinetta, nah. Mm-mm.
He's not.
That's how you spell it. I don't know if it's one word. I don't know.
Wikipedia.
So what do you say to that, Chef? So how do you because Bobby Hemmett, weren't some of these people that Logic named not necessarily on YouTube? They were pre-Sinetta making videos on YouTube. Or y'all educate me. I'm asking questions right now.
They had videos and stuff that used to spread around that people used to watch. Right, a lot of people learned from them, and used to get on YouTube and start regurgitating a lot of their stuff. You know what I mean? But we heard these guys, like I said, when Sinetta started and he started bringing the personalities on. You got to remember people like Natural Tahuti and even Wesley Muhammad had a short stint with Sinetta. You dig what I'm saying? Even Ray Hagen, right? Y'all should go up and look up Ray Hagen, right? Like he's like a precursor to what we getting from Jabari right now, right? He was a preacher that started teaching Kemetic science or whatever, right? He was real big. Then you had people like that came before them, like what's his name? This was before the YouTube Naeem Akbar and them, right? These guys, they were, you dig what I'm saying? This was before the YouTube So I don't put them directly in the conscious community, right? But they were heavy influencers, like Dr. Ben and them, not the conscious community, like not this thing that we are privy to right now. That they
wait. So
not
now you saying Dr. Ben ain't in the conscious community?
He can't be.
No,
He can't be.
He wasn't. He's a precursor to the conscious community.
Precursor. And if I'm not mistaken, Phil Valentine and Unc actually had a live discussion on Sinetta, which would, to me, that firmly puts Phil Valentine in the conscious community. I don't think the same for Bobby Hemming. I don't know if Bobby Hemming was actually was there around that time. I think they might have played his videos, but Phil Valentine absolutely was around in that Sinetta stuff. He would appear on Sinetta and stuff like that. So
by the time Phil Valentine started talking on Sinetta, he was washed up. He sound crazy,
but he was there, right? But you put him in. You got if he was
a wild human being. You just literally said the man was washed up.
Yeah.
So listen, wait. All right, so we got some people on the panel. Give me 1 second, Cuban and Stu Peas. I do recognize you was there first. But I want to throw a question to Unc, and then y'all can just come in. Y'all get y'all top 5 list. I'm going to make my top 5 list. It's going to be uneducated in the ignorant sense. Like it means I'm going to do pre and post if I'm getting this right. Unc, what is say whatever you want to say, obviously. Shouts to you. And congratulations on that successful interview with Soy Kiata. I heard it went well. What do you consider, if we was trying to make the parameters of making a top 5 list of conscious community leaders, what would you say at least the parameters would be? Because I mean, you're in the you was there at the beginning, so go ahead. I don't think God Killer's even there. I gave him the greatest introduction. I don't think he's there. Damn.
What up, Cuban?
Go ahead, Cuban. Introduce yourself and get your top 5 together. I'm about to post my top 5 in 1 second.
Well, there's a few things that I have a different perspective on, so I'm not going to necessarily say anyone's wrong, because I think it also deals with when someone
speak up. You're a little low.
I said I have a different perspective, and it's not to say anyone is wrong. I think it also depends on when people perhaps were introduced to this. So for me, the conscious community has existed prior to YouTube. And like I was telling you the other day in the Discord, the conscious community used to be like a circuit. Like there would be lectures. So if you're, like, whether that's in Harlem, Brooklyn, Trenton, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Philly, there was lectures, right? Lectures from people like Naeem Akbar, Dr. Africa, Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, and other people. I also recall a time in Harlem when Dr. Khalid was alive that some viewed in the conscious community, the Trinity in the conscious community. This was a term that was used by some people, that the Trinity was Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, and Dr. Khalid. The online conscious community is a little different because it's more confrontational. It's more about debating. When prior to YouTube, when you would go to these functions, there was people of all various different ideologies. And of course, there was people who disagreed, but there was no debating. There was no conflict going on between people and personalities, I should say. It was more or less like people came to hear a lecture, and they would express their views. And from there, people would basically connect with one another, and whether that was business, whether that was teaching or learning or speaking or whatever. But Dr. Pork did not just pop up in the 90s. Dr. Pork has been out since about 67, 68, and it was 1970 when he established his pseudo-Islamic sect called the Ansar Allah community. And from 1970, when it really went into motion, because prior to that, Dr. Pork was, to my knowledge, was out in Coney Island, and him and his people would walk from Coney Island to different places. They were more Afro-centric in appearance, because the guy always changes his name, his appearance, his whole facade. So it wasn't like when he started that they were dressing in thobes and wearing kufis and stuff like that. It was just a progression. But I think that each one teach one. Trustorian did a very good dissertation on the origins of the conscious community. Like, it definitely, I would say, started out in Harlem with the whole thing with the soapbox speakers. But
so who's in your top 5?
My top 5.
Yeah, what's your top 5?
Well, it depends how you would view the conscious community. So if you're talking,
would it be yours? So who are yours?
For me, I would say Dr. Pork is number 1. I would put Dr. Pork in the whole top 5. Like, nobody would surpass him.
So when you're saying Dr. Pork, you're saying Dr. York.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
So definitely him at number 1. And then I would say Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine. That 4th one is definitely before Polite. I don't know who I would put there, but I would put number 5. I would put Polite in the category with people that even predated him due to his popularity and his regurgitation of Dr. Pork ideology that he then intertwined in creating his own sect of the Nuwapians called New Covenant, and that he basically regurgitated the teachings, but he put an economic spin to it. And I think that he gave birth to a lot of things that wasn't as popular. For example, saying that woman can procreate life without a man. This is a teaching from Dr. Pork.
No.
Hold on. Put some respect on Brother Reggie's name.
Don't indoctrinate. I don't want to hear none of their damn teachings, because some of them are pedophiles and scammers. So you can say their names, but I don't care what they taught.
First of all, put some respect on Brother Reggie's name for being in Wikipedia listed next to all of them.
What is this? What is this?
It's Wikipedia, bro.
Yeah,
I know it's Wikipedia, but the reason why I'm asking is what do you look up? Okay, conscious community. Now come down to there. Now, Chef, I want you to read this, and then I'm gonna get your list. I was about to get Unks, but Unk left. Yeah, because see, Cuban was trying to do that to us in the Discord the other day. Y'all don't understand, right? Cuban, he's one of the blackest people I know. But the second part is that Cuban, if you really sit and listen to Cuban, he knows names on top of names on top of names, but his history spans from Zulu. I mean, I ain't gonna speak for him, but it spans all of this. But so what he'll do though is, as he's telling you, he'll say, well, it's this person because he taught such and such and such and such, da. And now it made me understand how easy it is to get indoctrinated. That's why I don't want to know what they taught. But Cuban, if you could do me a favor, just in the back chat, type your top 5.
No, I'll tell you right now. It's
don't. There's a reason why I asked you to type it.
All right, got you.
Y'all in trouble now.
Hey, shouts to my brother Kyle. So in this wiki, shouts to Reggie in the building. Reggie, I'm telling you now, it's gonna get spooky. Listen, before you get too spicy with us, it's gonna get spooky. And anything I say, don't know the conscious community. I'm learning right now. I don't know who made this page, but Chef, this goes against what you're saying. So it says this is the conscious community page on Wikipedia. So when y'all saying that these people aren't in the conscious community, it says African-centered scholars and race critics who have been intellectual influences for individuals in the conscious community. Oh, Okay, so they're influencers. They're not in it. You're right, Chef. Amos Wilson, Chancellor Williams, Sheikh Auntie Diop. Oh, that's Diop. That's who y'all be talking about. Francis Cress Wilson, George G.M. James, Ivan Van Sertima, James Small. Shouts to him. We got the interview on Saturday with Professor James Smalls. Why he don't have a link like everybody else? John Henry Clark. K is
It
silent.
said James Smalls was an influencer.
No, it says influencer. No, I just said you were right. Yeah, I said you were right. These are influencers, so I'll give you that. Milana Karinga. These are all names y'all say. Mfandishi.
Reggie and them is the conscious community.
Where's Reggie at? He should be in. Okay, and
no,
Reggie
he's in the conscious community.
Yeah, but he's Reggie is not just an influencer. He's in the conscious community, right?
No, listen. I'm saying Reggie.
He the bridge.
I'm saying Reggie and them are in the
Reggie's
conscious
in here.
community.
We just calling them all kinds of shit.
Unc and him is
he's an
in the
influencer.
conscious
He's
community.
the bridge.
You dig what I'm saying? They are.
What'd you say? Wait. What'd you just say, Chef?
I said Reggie and Unc and them is the conscious community. They are the debaters on the House of Consciousness. This online YouTube thing, that's what they do, right? Dr. Ben and them was their influence. You can't put them in that.
I'm saying Dr. Reggie is an influencer and also in the conscious community.
Oh,
that's
most of them is. Polite is an influencer in the conscious community. He
and locked up for being a piece of shit. But yeah, I'm saying,
Unc is an influencer in the conscious community.
And smack dab in the conscious community. Let Reggie speak. We just said Reggie's name 1,000 times. Chef, get your list together because I'm gonna throw it to you next. Let's get Reggie on the Summer Jam screen, and then I'm gonna put my list up because I know y'all saying he was an influencer. But go ahead, Reggie. Speak for yourself, brother. I don't want to speak for you.
No, hey, peace, Brass. How you doing?
Peace to you, G. And don't forget your Cash App. Let's put your Cash App up.
Oh well, thank you so
Everybody
much.
who gives a list, put your Cash App up. This is not free shit. Go ahead.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, sir.
I came from the academic community. I was in the Department of Black Studies at City College with Dr. Leonard Jeffries and a whole host of professors. I worked at the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture. I was a aide to, of course, Dr. Jeffries and to Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark. Shaka Amos got me to come across the street to go on that other channel's page. And then I spent a lot of time being a bridge. But I've made a lot of friends. But as far as I'm more of closer to the academic community. I've participated in the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilization. Participated in WADU. I participated in Black activism. This YouTube stuff is something that morphed. But I know all of the parties. I know Ray Hagan. I don't know him personally because he's not somebody that I deal with. I know of Azra Kwesi. I know of many of Dr. Ben's students. I am a bridge between the academic community, right? I have a journal article. Nobody in the conscious community has a journal article, right? Who could cite, right? And teach. They teach on YouTube, but they can't write. So that becomes a problem. So as far as an influencer, yes, I'm an influencer. So that's all I want to say now. I think but except for the point is I actually write, I cite, right? I deal with the academics, right? And some of these other people might talk to the academics, but you won't see them as a panelist on a real academic event. You won't see them. I'm 60 years old. I come from another generation, but I'm a listen now.
I got a question for you. Since I got you on the big screen, then I'm gonna go to Chef. Based on the parameters of Sadnetta posting videos on YouTube give me your top 5.
No, you can't ask him that. It's his peers.
I can ask him whatever the fuck I want to.
Jesus. That's not fair to ask him that. It's his peers.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me tell you
It's a bad question.
You made a fucking mistake telling me what I could do on a channel called Try Media. You out your motherfucking mind. Sorry, Hits. I'll pay the money after the show. So
I'm not
so
finished.
before I was so rudely interrupted, Stupies. Give me your top 5, no matter how nefarious, but we're talking about effect, following, reach, popularity, however you want to do it. Not necessarily the greatest, because that's subjective. Your top 5 as far as effect, popularity, influence, and reach. Since Sinetta was posting videos. Then I'm gonna go to Chef, then I'm gonna go to Stupies.
I want to deal with people who I respect as far as their information that it can be proven, right? Or makes really good arguments, right? So that would be Smash Rockwell. That would be Shaka.
Oh, you say Smash? Okay, Smash Shaka.
Smash Rockwell. I said Shaka Amos, right? I'm gonna say Garfield, right? That's Unc. If I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. Those are Camdyverse.
Jabari. Don't do that, Reggie. Don't do that.
Man, that's Reggie list.
If you're gonna mention
Camdyverse,
you gotta mention
go back and forth.
Jabari.
Let Chef and Reggie go.
Give him his credit. You might don't have to agree with, his stance on something.
You didn't even give me a chance, but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Listen, I've known
you look like you was gonna go past him, so you know what I mean.
No, but I was putting I add Jabari, and and I'll stop right there.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. You say, why wouldn't you put? Because I'm learning about the conscious community, Brother Reggie. I don't know all, Dr. Reggie. I don't know all of the stuff Brother Reggie, however you want to put it. So I'm learning on the fly. I'm learning on the fly. So there were other names that were brought up on video that I saw. So somebody said, "What do you think? What do you think about Wesley Muhammad? Would he be on your list?"
No, absolutely. He's a great influencer. He has a great audience, but a lot of his information is religious, and it can be disproved. And he decredits himself because he is a PhD, right? So when he wants to talk about Black Arabia and stuff like that, and I've read his books and stuff like that, and I've argued with Wesley Muhammad. And when he's wrong, he gets nasty and calls people names and stuff like that. And I clearly spoke to him on 125th Street. I spoke to him at a conference against debating El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, Malcolm X, and Imam Talib was there, and he was there with what's my good brother Sharif Bey, right? And they were talking about Malcolm, and so he's someone that people listen to, just like Dr. Ali, brother Ali. Ali I like better. I don't always agree with him, but he has a certain amount of training, right? Respect. But yeah,
no Tazariak, no Seti. I'm just reading the list of names people gave. No Tazariak, no Seti. Because when you say influence, right?
Yeah.
I didn't start watching Sinetta really. I'm kind of like the same. I saw Sinetta on the streets years ago walking through Harlem, and I never knew he had a YouTube. Then I saw some of the stuff, you could not see it. And then when I was in the Pseudo Killer Discord, I began to watch a lot more of it along with older videos and stuff like that. So I would say, what about those guys that were kind of like just YouTube, the part like Seti and those type of people?
Well, I could talk about Sarasun Seti. He is a student of Ashra Kwesi. I've known who he is for many years from Dr. Arthur Lewis and others. He's a great influencer. He was the GOAT on YouTube for a while. The problem is with his information, he's more entertaining. Oh, he's really entertaining. He's the best entertainer in the world. And certainly he's been to Egypt, what we call what is called Egypt. I'm not going to take anything away from SETI except for he embellishes a little bit too much.
Okay, and last but not least, I don't know if he's on your list, and we're going to have uncomfortable conversations. I'm glad that I'm a novice to the conscious community, so I can say some of these names without it bothering me. How do you feel about, and then I'll let you go, and then we got God Killer in the building, plus Chef just stepped away, so I'll go to Unc after this, and then to my brother Logic. I'm going to say two names that are nefarious. I get it. One would be an influencer, one would be, I guess, will fall under the SETI type lane. Where do you rank? And I know what he was, I know what he's locked up for, both of them. Where do you rank Dr. York in all of this?
In his early days, here's the thing. In his early days, he was the master of connecting ideas. He had a team, and he was very, very charismatic, right? And a lot of the things that he taught about religion, right, is actually true. He talked about Paul the Deceiver, but he had a team, and so he was a spokesperson for a number of ideas. So I do think that he was one of the greatest influencers. I live in New York. Ansar Law bridged not only religious teachings, but bridged it with entertainment. And he was the center of a lot of ideas. And then it just became interesting to me is when he left Islam, and then he began to talk about ancient Egypt. That was a little interesting, but he's one of the greatest connectors, and he had the biggest influencer group than almost everybody. I'll say that.
And where do you rank as far as YouTube age? Then I'll let you go. And where do you rank as far as YouTube age? Where do you rank Brother Polite in all of that list?
Polite is a kind of a copy of Dr. York, and he's also very, very charismatic. Here's the thing: people love people like Polite. They don't love people like Brother Ankh, right? They don't love people like myself, right? Because we'll pull a coat off of that, right? We'll take the hat off, right? I will put them in there. I would put some people in their place. But no matter what, I was the author of Kim on Trial, and Polite became the spokesperson. Not because he knew what I knew about Egypt. It's just that it's simply for the audience. I helped get him on a plane, drove him to the airport to go to Kemet, talk to him. But he's a very, very hard-working. I'm not going to call him what y'all call him because I actually worked with him. People do not know he practices what he says for hours and hours and hours. He's a very disciplined person, so he can imitate anything, anybody, any thought. You know why? Because he'll spend 9 hours just on a subject.
Got it.
Right? So I'll stop.
Okay. Chef, you back in the building. Shouts out to my brother God Killer. I want to get Chef's point, and then I'm gonna go to my brother Logic. Thanks, Reggie. And I put your Cash App up, and I dropped you something also. Go ahead, my brother Chef.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. So my top 5, like I said, it comes in with the conscious community far as wise the YouTube are, right? So for me, it would be SETI would be like probably number 1. Then it would be, then far as wise influence. Then I'll give influence after that. Like, so it would be probably SETI, then probably Polite. Ali Muhammad was real big in the beginning. You know, doing all we used to watch the debates on Sinetta. So that's 3.
Umar.
No, Umar wasn't really around like that. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so then probably like I think the Arm & Raw squad had came around. I don't know how you literally classify, you know, the Arm & Raw squad for because it was a team. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll put them in, you know, the top 5. And then y'all had threw in Captain Tazoriak. I wouldn't throw Captain Tazoriak in there because he was under the banner of a teaching. So he like spoke for the Hebrew Israelites. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, that's probably like my top. My top would be who I say? I said Seti, Polite. I said Seti, Polite, Ali Muhammad, Arm & Raw squad. Yeah, and probably I'll put Captain Tazoriak in there. You dig what I'm saying?
You got to. Like y'all,
Yeah.
it's funny y'all have to. And see, even Uncle saying no criminals. See, and that's
y'all
that's
tripping. Now I don't even respect that. If you locked up from molesting children, I don't even want to talk about you. Like you're dead to me. You're dead. Like that's an infraction right there. Malachi, yo, trash, right? Polite, trash, out the game. Mighty Hebrew, trash. I don't respect them. None of them, yo. Like we gotta stand for something or fall for every guy daggone thing. There you go. I just wanted to say that. Like I'm not even doing it. Not to mention they all pseudos, but you know what I mean. Never put a pseudo in the top 5. Like how?
No, listen.
We're talking about conscious commitment. No, we're not ranking them according to how I feel about them. You dig what I'm saying? Let's
debate it then, Chef. It ain't how we feel. They pseudos.
No, I
pseudos,
agree.
yo.
I agree. I'm not saying
I'm gonna make it to the Mount Rushmore.
No, I'm not saying. Now, if we're talking information, you feel me? Then half of them wouldn't even be in it. I'm talking about their influence in the conscious community from us tuning in the entertainment value. That's where I put them dudes at. Information-wise, that's something different. You feel me? Now, if y'all
want
to
say something that was correct, though. You did say something that was correct. Because this thing got to be broken down into errors. Because if you don't, you're going to mess it all up. So you can't put Dr. Ben and them, John Henry Clark and them into the conscious community. All right? You just can't. They wasn't that. All right? They just was not that. They wasn't.
Take a second to say why, though.
Because they come out of the yoke of the Harlem History Club. That's a whole different thing. Whole different ball of wax. So you start off with Hubert Harrison. He the first person have a couple thousand people watching him out there on the corner. So when I went when I went to the corner, I went to the corner with that in mind, right? When I went to Harlem, I went there trying to stand on his shoulders, right? Standing on Diop's and them shoulders. Those who was scientifically literate, whether they got stuff wrong or not. I went out there to carry that legacy because when Hubert Harrison left Harlem, it went straight to pseudoisms. So when I picked it up, by the time I get in and pick it up, I was surrounded by the pseudos. So I knew what my mission was. So I'm always put the pseudo killers, right? Old and young. Ones that was there and those that left, I'm gonna put they in the top 5, point blank. I'm a raw squad. I gotta put them a notch down because they fell off. They didn't keep the message of Hubert Harrison in them. Hubert Harrison was a damn atheist. Dr. Ben was an atheist. See, I carried the atheist mantle. I'm the nigga that bring the atheism to the new generation. Seriously, all jokes aside, yo. Black non-believers. All right? All day, every day. I ain't gonna never forget the sister. This is early, yo. They was flying through the cosmos somewhere. And I'm talking about I don't believe in God. Everybody has shifted to the cosmic God. I was like, y'all nuts. So, yeah, I don't got my top 5 gonna be the pseudo killers, the Amaral squad, and everybody that practice scientific literacy. Everybody else is trash. Not doing that.
Wait. I got killer. Give me a second.
And y'all got it all wrong on how to when you see a Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett DVD, that's me and Tariq. We put that on Talib. We put that there. That's Real Black Atheism. We was because we was getting money off of YouTube. We put all those DVDs up. Not the name that you see on the DVD. We was putting them up there and was getting money off of it. Wasn't nobody putting nothing on YouTube. Wasn't no Sarnetta on YouTube. Y'all didn't know that?
No.
Ask Reggie. Reggie will tell you. Right. Y'all act like, and me and Southern just battled over that the other day. How the hell you make me when you're not even on YouTube yet? You can't make nobody in the conscious community YouTube era if you ain't on YouTube. Yeah, I had some of the first conscious videos I was putting on YouTube. Me and my man Talib, point blank. Don't make me go get them. Don't make me go get them. They didn't even know how to do it.
Well, that's why you here. That's
why you here. So when we saying
don't forget the radio. Don't forget Blog Talk days. Shining on. But wasn't nobody. I interviewed everybody from Bill Valentine. Everybody saw that. I interviewed them. Nikki Love and Unk Show. Y'all forgot? Ask about me. Wasn't nobody doing that. They was still outside. I was ahead. We was ahead of the technology. I was like, them niggas is outside, yo. Oh no, I'm on the radio. Remember, I had a cable show while they was outside. Come on, man. I never was outside. I went outside to beat them up. So I never was a part of that thing. So never mix up John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, Shikanti Diaz with the conscious community. Never was that. They was come out of the Harlem History Club. They was dealing with they called them Afrocentrics, even though none of them agreed to it. Diab's never agreed to being called Afrocentric. Dr. Ben would cuss you out. John Henry Clark said he ain't had no bush. They never agreed to none of that. Reggie is right here. Reggie is the bridge. All right, he the bridge. So I was always thinking scientifically because I just been around Malachi York and them, and that was wild. They was all over the place, yo. And I had no tools to break that down until I figured out what science was. And as I learned, I started dropping people off. SETI, man, y'all talking about SETI. Come on, bro. I remember with SETI, like, let's go, let's go on tour. What nobody go on tour? Y'all ain't never heard the Order of My Yacht? Y'all ain't never heard? Hold on, I'll give you something on Blog Talk Radio. It was me, SETI, a couple other people. It was called, man, I cannot forget, Chief Liberation Show. What y'all talking about? Y'all don't know about Chief Liberation? What? You had everybody on there. It was me, SETI, and a couple other people. Yeah, yo. Yeah, I definitely gave SETI one of his first interviews on Blog Talk Radio. I definitely had him on the cable show, Real Black Atheism. Yeah. Yo was definitely, he was the battle dude. But guess who the researcher was? It was me. Me and Ishmael Bey. I was the army. Yeah, we used to protect SETI. Come on, man. Stop it, yo. I'm like Mr. Nigga end up being a snitch. Y'all know about John Gotti, right?
Yeah.
But who is underboss?
The dude that went to jail.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Sammy the Bull.
Was that?
Sammy is the Gravano. Yeah,
Gravano. I was that all day, always starting shit, always fighting. Baltimore all day. Oh, come on, yo. Yeah, and then you go from Blog Talk, nobody on there, nobody on there, bro. I had free reign talking shit. Conquered by Religion Show, Chancellor Williams, yo, ask about me. Wasn't nobody doing that, yo. All right, I was bringing back the serious dudes, the atheists. John Jackson, atheist. I call them the 5 horsemen, yo. Atheism, yo, ruled the day. It ruled the day at the beginning of this thing, and it's going to rule the thing at the end of the thing. All those who got weak minds and think it's a God, you weak minded at the end of the day. That's exactly what they was thinking. They was joking people about it. And you know why you couldn't believe? Because if you couldn't believe, pseudo-isms were getting away. And look at the conscious community. Conscious community is really the pseudo community. And just like Chef said, Chef was from the mob. Chef was going to the lectures. That's not the conscious community. Dr. Ben, Reggie will tell you, Dr. Ben ain't like none of them magic Egyptians. He ain't like none. He'll cuss them out. He wouldn't even have them around him, dog.
They were scared of him.
Scared to death.
They were scared because if you said something stupid, he would end your career in public. They hated Dr. Ben. See, you all think that they like Dr. Ben.
I hate him. They hate him.
Dr. Dr. Ben because he went against their religion, and he wouldn't have none of those people around him. And so even Samaj,
hated him,
right?
Hated him.
Dr. Ben would say, "Listen, when he's finished, you call me back. But if you want to listen to him, just let me know so I can leave." Right? So anybody that was pushing any religion, like Unc was saying,
done, out of there. If you too Egyptian-y, he was on your head. He was like, "We ain't no that." Listen, man, Dr. Ben was like, "What? The Egyptians practice homosexuality, all that." He say, "Look in the daggone, look in their writings. They ain't nobody like Dr. Ben, man. They like John B. Clark because he'll smooth you. He'll say the same thing, but hit you with the shots you don't see." Man, come on, Logic. There's a lecture that John Henry Clark did. It was like, why y'all all blackity black, black, black? Why y'all pseudo? I got that from them, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, yo, I developed a team because I seen Wesley Muhammad. I said he cheating. He came in and cleaned up the conscious community, yo. I was like, what are he doing? He was doing some serious scholarship. I was like, oh, man. And then I developed the Raw squad to go against them. His name was True Islam at the time. It wasn't Wesley Muhammad. It was True Islam. And he had a team.
The A team.
He had a team, yo. I was like, oh, team, what? All of them said he was scared. Said he always cowered out. He a coward. He cowered out of shit, right? Said he beat him up. Natural Tahuti had heart and got beat up though. All of them. Tell on Ray Hagan. Ray Hagan, man, come on. Ray Hagan tapped out. He ain't even want to debate Wesley Muhammad. He tapped out. You can't, if you tap out, you can't be nowhere near the guy there gonna pill up nothing. Come on, dog. So nah, man. And I'm saying it wasn't just I built a team of brothers because the things I couldn't do, I found brothers that could. So it was a team, it was a community that beat the pseudos up, yo. I just had a bright idea. I say these niggas is lying, and I know it. And I'm saying Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, yo, they was advanced, yo. Delbert Blair, dude, they was advanced. They would use scientific words, bro. They had carbon copied the white boy thing. They was serious with it, yo. And then you got Minister Stinky Inky, yo. He was prolific with those scientific terms, mixing it up. I was like, damn. I mean, dude, when we was having conversations, yo, you bet not say one thing wrong, yo. I forgot what somebody called it. Like, they called it quizumship. That's what Brendan called that. But it was quick. If you miss one, I was like, hold on. And I heard a young boy talking on the Blog Talk show. But when I met him, I ain't gonna say his name. When I met him, he was reading palms. But he was prolific at reading palms. And reading numbers. The pop, pop, bing, bang, pop, 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 bing, bing, pop, 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 pop. And then I would hear him talk about tribes. I was like, oh, called him up. Young boy, he's about 22 years old. I lied to you now.
Bro, Ngozi. Everybody in here know who you talk about.
I said Ngozi. Why you tell y'all? Want to try?
Bro, they done said it 5 times. You gave way too much of it. You done gave away too much. I done heard
the link is in the chat for anybody who want to join. The link is in the chat.
You just left out the name. I know who you talking about. I done heard you.
But hold on, listen. Right. Ngozi, he not only knew all the scientific terms, he knew the right understanding of the scientific terms. And so once I got him in the fold, because he's the original I'm a Raw Squad member, it was over with. The pseudos was done from that point on. They was scurrying like roaches. Because now you can't trick us with scientific terms and mess it all up. Right? You know what I'm saying? I could smell you cheating, but Ngozi was prolific, bro. I'm saying like prolific. We saw them. So we just had the whole squad, and it was and they was non-believers. I'm gonna say that. All of a sudden, the atheists wasn't in fashion no more, and everybody, I don't know, because they got a lot of flack from some of the elders for not believing. But them brothers was really hating against Dr. Ben, though. You know, the people hate us. They hate Dr. Ben, yo. So people hate us for not believing. But that's the conscious community, yo. You got the anti-conscious community, which being an Amaral squad, and the conscious community was the online thing. If you offline, then you outside, then that's Sarnetta. He reigns supreme outside with the slave narrative behind his back. He know every every person from the tip of the United States all the way, he know everybody in that conscious thing, that outside game, the DVD game, that he black marketed everybody thing, yo. He the man. But when it comes to this internet, yo, that YouTube, come on, yo. Come on, man. I'm not bowing out easy on that.
So you're putting
yeah,
yourself,
I'm not bad. Yeah, I put the team because it ain't just me.
I know you,
teams.
bro. I know it's the pseudo killers, but the pseudo killers, you was before the pseudo killers, like you talk about Blog Talk and all of that. So you was still, it's not disrespect to the PK. It's still, you were still doing it before PK even existed. So
yeah, but I was I'm a background guy for real. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's how I moved in Baltimore. Like, we dressed like this, and you wouldn't know we had all of it. You wouldn't know. So I'm a real background. So I was comfortable. Seti in his stage presence was prolific, yo. With his voice, the way he projected his voice, the way he say what he say. You know what I'm saying? He was just prolific, yo. And I was comfortable with being able to, you know what I mean, put together the research. You know what I'm saying, man? Ishmael Bey. That was a nice spot.
He was the performer.
He was the performer, yo.
He was the performer.
Yeah.
So then in your term, and once again, congratulations on the interview with Dr. Kieta. In your term, if you're saying there's an anti-conscious community and there's a like a Sonetta, the actual conscious community, then what would you say on that side, your top 5? I mean, you say pseudo.
Oh, Bobby Hemmett. I'm Delbert Blair, Bobby Hemmett. Delbert Blair.
All pseudos.
Bobby Hemmett. Yeah, that was, I mean, hold on. My favorite, Eileen Bay. Y'all should get him on. Prolific. With the more thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm saying, like, yeah. All right. Clyde Winters. Y'all, I hope y'all can't find this video. I protected Clyde Winters one time. It was an indigenous person. His name was Yami. I can't quite remember his name, and he was beating the shit out of Clyde Winters, yo. And I came and rescued him. But the All Max was black. I used to think that the Africans used to think that. We all thought that. Yep. So I used to be a pseudo, yo. I'm telling you, I was a middle of the road pseudo. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit me and Seti was saying, it was pseudo. It wasn't there. It was. Yeah, I was trying to base it on some science, yo. But I was like, see, it's so hard to get this, yo. And if not for Ngozi and them, right? I was like, yo, listen, yo. I need you to check the Amara squad. Go get a bunch of young dudes, and I want you to check us, yo. I say, yo, don't never let me die, yo. He was like, I got you. So he would always, whenever something be wrong, he'd be like, yo, I know it. He'd say, look, check this out, yo. You ever thought about it this way? I was like, what? And I say, damn, he coming for me. That's his signal to let me know he coming for me in a gentleman way, right? Yeah. And I fight my fight, yo, and then I'll be like, you got me, shorty. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have young energy, yo. It's always the best to have people younger than you. But you got to listen to them, not all the damn time, because they might be like young Pharaoh. But you got to have the young energy around you, yo. And the Team Osiris, yo. And people, we talking about Team Osiris, yo. But it was 3 of us, yo. It was me and Ngozi and I cannot, man, I forget your name. Man, you don't cuss me out.
Gullah.
Nah, hell no. Nope.
You want Gullah?
Nah, yo. No. I'm talking about the original 3, yo.
I still need everybody in the chat and on the panel to get your top 5 together. We're gonna run a commercial real quick.
Top 5,
so we gotta pay the bills.
I want Reggie and Unc. I want y'all to see this commercial.
Hold on one second.
Give that a minute.
I just wanted to add something.
Give me a second.
Go
ahead, Reggie. No. Go ahead and add something, and then I want to show this commercial while we got Unc and brother Reggie.
Okay, let me give you the game. The game is not the individuals who are even correct and right in their knowledge. It's run by the channel. Now it's run by the channel people, right? So when you look at this, you have to understand that the channel people, they promote some people and they don't promote other people. So it becomes really hard to do a metric because it's always manipulated by the channel people who think that they can make more money by putting one person up and putting us against each other. right? So that's the game. So I know for a fact, like with Ankh has much more social media history than anybody for social media, right? You can look at his record. He was doing it all by himself. He was bringing people. He's the first person to interview Dr. Ricchetti in this community, right? People like that, right? But what happens is that you have these channels that pick and choose who they want to bring in. And if they don't like what you say, they interrupt you, they put you in the background, they do all this type of stuff. Why? Because they're the ones who's making the money, right? So it's a rigged game. It's a rigged game. So I laugh. I'm 60 years old. I know the greats personally, right?
That's the truth.
Personally. They don't know them, right? I brought Dr. Ben to one of the big platforms to their lecture. I brought Dr. Ben there myself. I brought Professor Small. I brought Dr. Leonard Jeffries because they wasn't even trying to get on those channels. And I said, no. Y'all getting old. You need to go on and you need to explain some things because you're all on tapes that it's changed, right? So Ankh knows what I'm talking about, but it's the manipulation of the channels and you fall for it. The way you really do it is vet their work. What's true and what's not true. Don't vet who's on social media a lot because that means somebody is making money. It's a money game. It's a money game, y'all. And you're being manipulated because you really don't want the truth. Right?
I don't mind the money game though. I think if you're doing it ain't making the money, you're an idiot.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
Resource.
I'm saying the manipulation, right? The manipulation, because I watched Ankh the other day, and Ankh was clearly saying, right, nobody made Ankh, and that's true, right?
Yeah, and they ain't make me go.
And I had maybe it was a mistake, maybe it's true. I said Ankh made more money, made people more money in his conscious community than anybody else. You can count it up to the millions. Somebody didn't like that, but it's true. Because Ankh got everybody monetized. We didn't know what monetization was. Do you know only the white folks knew what monetization was? Ankh figured out monetization. He said, no, put it all up. This is our time. Put everything up, right? And he had to convince people.
Yeah, they argued with me.
And then all of a sudden, they want to tell a whole nother story about how it happened.
People actually argue with me. The old timers actually argued with me about getting money. I realized people was like scared of white people. I want to, I was like, well, if you on here, you might as well just get the money for it. But dudes was outside though. That's what like Sonetta was outside, get his money outside. Sonetta is known around the world, all because his tapes went around the world, He the one to put together. His editing skills was far superior than anybody in them days. Like he's really a good editor, right? You look at all his videos. He got so many videos. I told him, you'll never go broke, He got videos, thousands y'all hadn't even seen yet, right? Of everybody and everything in every conversation. But it was outside, So it wasn't hard for him to close the gap by the time he got on YouTube. Of course he was, because he know everybody. You know what I'm saying? Of course he was. And I was glad to bring him on here. And everybody, and even the pseudos, I was glad to see black men and black women get on here and get some of this money. Because it just makes sense. I ain't agree with the stuff they were saying, but I knew as long as I got scientific literacy, it'd be enough people for me to knock out and kill.
Hey, you know the song, if it wasn't.
Hold on. The reason I don't mention Jabari, right? Because I wouldn't know what category to put him in. He don't stay true. He in between. Sheffrin like him. That's Sheffrin man. Yeah, I say he a pseudo. You know what I'm saying? He tricked you. Right? Like he should be a professor. You should ask yourself, why am I always beefing with him though? I don't beef with professors like that. Why am I beefing with him? It's the adept professor. Why? Well, why would he think I don't know what the word confluence was? When a chef, you know what, chef? Guess what, chef? What? I found the video, right? And I was the first person to mention confluence, and I talked about the population. I said, yo, the population in Egypt is 3 consecutive continents, is the area of confluence. And then he go show a slide talking about something else, and he read about the Blue Nile, Red Nile, and he mentioned the word confluence, right? I don't even pick up on it, right? And then 35 minutes later, after him and say, cool, go and talk all that craziness, then he come back and ask me, do you know what the word confluence mean? Of course, I just told you. Of course I know what it means. See what I'm saying? See, a person like that, yo, what category I supposed to put him in, yo?
The got you category.
Yo, that's a good note to end on. 1 second. Let us run some commercials and pay the bills. Y'all get y'all top 5 together. The link is in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be right back. All right.
Want to grow your brand? Advertise with Trimedia. Reach thousands on YouTube, social media, and more. Targeted, effective, affordable. Contact Trimedia today and get noticed where it matters.
Baby, DQ, baby. From the past. Social love, Dr. James Small, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one of our great leaders, great teachers. Check. Look, he's a voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From Harlem to Ghana, stay connecting the roots. Pan African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. He's the voice from the past, teaching to the youth. Dr. James Small got the knowledge and the proof. From Harlem to Ghana, we stay connecting the roots. Pan African pride, yeah, we standing on the truth. Started with Malcolm, now we carry the flame. Speak on it now, we dismantle the shame. Spiritual guy with ancestral aim. Even on his tongue, we steady uplift his name. Hidden colors on the screen, exposing the lies. Teaching black people divine, we truly gon' shine. He the chief in the culture, priest in the rights. Godfather of Harlem, bringing dark into the light. Yeah, he say, know your name, know your worth. The first builders, we the stewards of this earth. Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame. Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame. Let's go. He say, know your name, know your worth. The first builders, we the stewards of the earth. That's right. Wisdom in his tone, every letter's flame. Dr. Smalls chasing truth, not the fame.
Yeah, that was real fly. That was real fly. Shouts to DQ. Shouts to the God Killer. Shouts to Reggie. I appreciate that y'all can give some perspective with y'all actually being in it, in the community and discussing it. Chef gave me his list. Unc kind of gave me his list.
Hold on. Can I?
He want to say himself. Got to say himself. Go ahead, Logic. What's your top 5? I gotta get this. And don't change your list just because Unc is in and Reggie is in. Give me your actual list.
Before we get into the list talk, brother Reggie, you still online? You still there? I gotta ask you this. Are you there, Reggie?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
What did you mean, right? What you meant when you said the truth, right? You said they don't want the truth. When you say that, it almost suggests that the truth isn't necessarily the primary narrative. I don't know if that's exactly what you're saying, but that's kind of like how it sounded like you was using it in context.
I'm using it like that. Okay, so when Unc talks about the Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan, Hubert Harrison, right? That they did not believe in God, right? There are people who want to make them believe in God when they tell you that they don't believe in God. So they don't want the truth, right? So they want to spin other people, like, for example, spirituality and stuff like that. They don't want the truth, right? It's something else that they're pushing. They don't want the facts. What they want is the conversation. They want the time, the YouTube views. They don't want the truth.
Okay, I kind of figured that much, right? You're not in any way implying that bled over into other information that was non-religious related?
Yes, it means that if it's exciting enough to keep the people on the to get people angry or keep the people on these platforms for hours so that they can get paid over things that's really silly and could be disproven. Like you could just see myself and Ankh and so many other people arguing ideas. We have the facts, we have the citations, we have the information, but the pseudo will always win when the platform is pushing the pseudo.
Is that like a feature of YouTube? Is that something that basically got online once they started getting like really popular on the internet, or is that something that might have been occurring before then?
No, because the internet pays you for time. YouTube pays you for time. So the longer that you're on, right, the more that you create excitement and entertainment, the longer the YouTube channel gets paid, right? It's the analytics. It has nothing to do with the information. Like some of these arguments that we make are, first of all, what does the experts say? What does the PhD say, right? Very few PhDs come on these channels, right? Because you know what? Because that's not what the channels want. Because the PhDs, the experts, right? They will dismantle the pseudo. The pseudos couldn't even breathe.
Or Reggie, I challenge you. Or they don't want to end up in a Chinese food carton being put in the microwave.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, there's that. There's definitely that.
You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to be. They don't want to be compared to lo mein and put in a microwave. See, I got a small memory of the bullshit.
Now look,
hold on, wait, keep it going. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Hold up, Brad.
Hold on, wait. No, I know, but the show is listen, I get it.
I'm telling you, this is worth it right now, bro.
Okay, go ahead. I got you.
Brother Reggie.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
I know what you're talking about, brother Reggie. Can I look? This is buried 2 hours into a conversation most people want to listen. Can you kind of let us know why Malefe Asante was kicked out? Why did they say that they didn't want to deal with him no more?
Because he was coming this way. He was there. He there. He there.
Dr. Malefe Asante is a master of communications. He got his PhD in communication. So when you get a master's in communication, you could be an expert on any communication. It doesn't have to be African, right? Doesn't have to be anything to do with Africa. So what Malefe did, like a lot of professors do, is that they find young scholars who want to put their work out, and he's happy to put their work out in his work, right? He's happy to do that. Some of the areas in which he talks about, he himself becomes an expert because he could coalesce and all the other people that's talking about the subject and bring them together. That's what a lot of college professors do. The college professors, what they do is they use their students as researchers. Why? Because if they want, let's say you're in a master's program, right? Your teacher is going to send you out to do research papers on the things that he's interested in. And so this was before ChatGPT or anything like that. So these professors would have 50 students trying to get their master's degree, right? And they would research their ass off, but they won't know that they're researching their ass off for the professors.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. The students will never find themselves or hardly quoted because the master would say, the teacher would say, no, if I do it, it's good. I don't want to bring you in because that's going to hurt the journal and stuff like that because you're not a PhD. So, I'm going to help you get your PhD. That's the game. That's the game. I know lots of students in these academic programs that have great ideas, but you would never know it was their great idea. Never. Yes.
He didn't answer that question. That ain't the question.
Yeah, no, he didn't. You saying some of his great ideas were suppressed? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying Afrocentricity is actually his wife's a combination of him and his wife's Karamu Asante's work, right? So I'm saying that I'm saying some of the encyclopedias is a combination of other people's work. I don't know. I went to Africa in '86 with Dr. Clark, and I ain't seen none of them. In '87, I went to Egypt with Dr. Ben. I know who came, who didn't come, and I'm saying Dr. Malachi Asante is the greatest that ever did it. He's the greatest that ever did it on Afrocentric, on what you call Afrocentric, and then got even more famous by getting into a debate on Afrocentricity and argued other people's work.
They say why they put them out though.
No, why?
That was the answer. That was the question.
No, because you know what? Because you got to understand that it becomes part of a camp in a cult, and people take sides.
So you're still not gonna answer it.
I know, man.
Why do
the man start talking about evolution and all that, yo? He started talking about Charles Darwin.
Listen, you people don't play me. You already know why he got kicked out. Some of it is personal, right? Some of it is personal dealings, right? Personal feelings, integrity. That's why people moved away, and the cult mentality, right?
So am I right? Am I right in what I said though? They put him out because he started talking about the white boy signs.
No, it was really personal dealings. There's so many personal dealings behind the scenes of a lot of these scholars. But listen, I'm not putting my life on the line just for some YouTube stuff. But I could tell some people personally, just don't say it was me. But the fact of the matter is, Malachi is not the worst, right? I know people that are far worse. Right? But
I like his information now, though. I got good information now.
Malachi puts out other people's. He's a great person putting out other information. He got moved away. They got upset with him because I think integrity issues.
Yeah, look, it sounds like Brother Reggie got some affiliation that he might not want to break, and I don't blame him. What's the real answer?
Glad I ain't got no affiliation.
Yeah, what's the real?
I got
answer?
affiliation with scientific literacy and just making sure, you know, we arm ourselves against the charlatans that come amongst us.
That man just said he tried to protect his life.
That's what he said. I heard it.
And y'all tried to get this man killed over.
Reggie got stop it.
Wait.
My life is in danger if I say something about
Chef. I was sitting there like I know I heard him. I know I heard him correctly. Like I'm gonna rewind back to this part. But I
Reggie do too much.
Said,
I know.
He just said, "I'm trying."
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you this,
risking my life.
I like him. I like him. I'm not saying nothing negative.
Put your life in danger. I don't feel right.
Yeah, I won't put
like y'all trying to get this man hit or something. What are y'all?
Y'all gonna get killed over Afrocentric.
Watch this, family. Watch, Unc. If you don't take out remember. Shamaka Keita told you, please edit it. And if there's anything I said about anybody particular, please take it out. And I called you and I told you who he was talking to about and why. And if you don't take it out, they're going to talk about you. I'm talking about the scholars because then they don't feel safe. Even though a person slips up like me.
Do you think, Reggie, do you think I get, hold on, Reggie. Hey, Reggie, do you think I get to be flying? Are you serious right now, Reggie?
No, I'm not.
I spend my damn money. Even take the money or you don't. You hear me, bro? Like, they can play that game with me all they want, yo. And you know, white people come on the platform all the damn time and it ain't all this fake politics stuff. I don't disrespect no scholars, yo. I uphold scholars. Because the man didn't say nothing negative about whoever. He didn't. Come on, bro.
That's a pretty dog behind you.
By the way, hey,
damn that. What's the dog name? Damn that. What's the dog name?
When you watch this back, you gonna
like
watch
that dog right there, boy.
You gonna watch the dog react
to
what you saying. It is diabolical the way this dog is sitting there like, who done pissed my owner off?
You better listen to Reggie.
Wait. Let's get the control because, hey, Reggie, I'm with you, bro. I don't want your life in danger over Afro.
Yeah, I don't want you in danger, bro.
I ain't even. Now that I know that Afrocentric scholars is gangbangers too. The whole world.
Where is Pan-African James top 5?
So I get it.
No,
I need to get Pan-African James.
Hey, but hold on, I gotta put Dr. Mayat name in there though. As far as like on my list that I had, if I had a list, yo, you know, I'm gonna put Cato on there, John Jackson, John Henry Clark. You know, I said Dr. Mayat, so that should be 5 of them right there. Dr. Mayat, John Jackson, Shamaka, Cato. Who else I got? I said John with that. That's 4.
Say yourself and the pseudo killers.
Listen,
you ain't got to say yourself. I'll go ahead and say it.
Yeah, just the teams. I think.
I know, but you existed before PK. These things. You. It's funny. You do scientific literacy, but you won't admit that it's scientifically literate to say that you existed before it. So both could be true.
Yeah, but I mean, my point is, yo, I think I wanted to show everybody that it's the groups. You know, Jordan will get you a bucket when you need it. He'll get you a bucket. I go get us a bucket. But when you're in them trenches, bro, you need somebody, you know what I mean, to bail you out sometime.
That's true. Michael Jordan cannot win a championship without Phil Jackson or Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, or Steve Kerr hit that shot. He passed it to him when he was ready. So, you know what I mean? I appreciate the value of humans, you know, coming together. And that's why I stand on the shoulders of John. Like, y'all going to have Professor Smalls on here. Yep. Now, I don't agree with everything he say, but he was the first person that made me just, you know, look at Africa, right? You know, look at it and see what it is. So he kindly put me on that path. You know, he's definitely the first person that made me look at Africa like that. So, I mean, it's a long road to get to scientific literacy. And, you know, we just been tricked a lot of times, man. If we're not, and we call ourselves natural all the time, man. We natural people. Well, if you want to know about natural, which is nature, if you want to know, then you got to go to science. Because science is to know. But what is it the scientists want to know? They want to know about the natural world. And so they sold us a wild bill of goods, the African-American community, and about our history, how history can help us. We talked about this logic. Well, if our history can help us, wouldn't we have to get the correct history? The wrong history couldn't help you. If you're under the mindset that history will teach you, right? Then you would have to get the correct history. And then if you think like going to Egypt and studying Egypt going to help you, right? Then you cannot put the African-American mindset on Egypt because that ain't going to help you. You think about it. We're trying to change our mindset that went through colonialism. You know what I'm saying? So if you think Egypt can help you or Ghana can help you, then let the ancestors speak then. Let those indigenous people talk that talk and walk that walk. They was there prior to you. Don't make the same mistakes that the Europeans made. The Europeans went in there and put God on them, all kind of stuff on them because they brought their paradigm. They felt like they had the greatest culture ever. And the way they seen the world was through the eyes of colonialism. That's what it was. So we should not, as African Americans, Black Americans, do that same thing to those ancient indigenous culture. And that's why I fight so hard around here. I fight hard because y'all claim knowing our history is going to help us. Then why are you going to make the Egyptians a bunch of African Americans then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't you respect the valley and all this complexity in it? West Africa, Central Africa, these are different clans, different tribes, different kings. Why they gotta all be together? You don't do that to Europeans. You give them, you let Europeans be human. You know, we float across the green Sahara. You know what I'm saying? We fly through the air. We ain't did nothing wrong. We ain't never fought a war, ain't never threw a stick at nobody. But you let the Europeans go through war, they go through famine, they go through murder, they go through everything. But everything they go through make them human though. So yeah, I stay on everybody's head. I just do, bro. Because I think, you know, we capable of doing all the good things and all the bad things and everything in between. We built great civilization, hunter-gatherer civilizations, and they ain't got to be all connected for them to be who they was. That's crazy. You don't do that to Europe. You call everybody a European. Everybody not a European. Russians, they got different histories, different culture, different thing, and they didn't know nothing about Hubble groups, so they wouldn't have known it. So my thing is, I gave you what my list is, but my thing is, man, accuracy is important, yo. That's why I always lean to the expertise, because that's what Dr. Ben did. That's what John Henry Clark did. That's what John Jackson did. That's what Sheikh Anthony Diop did. And it's a travesty, and I'm going to close right here. It's really a travesty when brothers and sisters today take their outdated work and use it, and then we got to call them pseudo, because it's not the brothers and sisters that created the work that made it pseudo, right? All you got to do is read the back of their books. They use a high-level colleges, universities, okay? But based off today's metrics, based off what we got now today, a lot of information is outdated. So you just don't promote the stuff they got wrong. But when you do, somebody going to say, yo, that's pseudo, but it wasn't. They didn't create pseudo work, right? Chef will argue. He will say, yeah, some people had it in. No. We barely can comprehend science, right? Most people read on the 5th grade level. So I don't know, man. It's just a lot. All I'm saying is a complicated situation. It's a lot. And I just respect the brothers that was actually showing me Australopithecus, regardless if you think they pseudo today. Man, right there.
James. Pan-African James, where you at? Pan-African James. We waiting on you. Speaking of books and back of books, fishing season. Here in New York, I think it starts, April 1st. I don't fish, but a lot of my friends do. Book by DQ Hampton. A bass fishing guide. Back of the book, like Unc said, more information. There's DQ. There's Tri-Media. The links is going to be in the chat for the EP. We got the merch t-shirt right there. Look at that. It's a DQ Hampton EP t-shirt. We're going to put the links in the chat. Where's Pan-African James at?
Fire.
You running.
Gullah. I see Gullah in there, right?
What
up, man?
What's good with? I'm just listening, man. Eating chicken, listening.
We need top 5, top 4, top 3, something. You put the chicken down for.
I don't even know, bro. I like scientists, bro. I don't like conscious. I'm really part of the conscious community. I like.
So hold on. So you saying ain't no scientists in the conscious community?
Conscious of what? Scientifically conscious? I wouldn't even consider Dr. Kieta a conscious person. I consider him a scientifically conscious person. You know what I'm saying? Even you know what I'm saying? Dr. Clark. You know what I'm saying? He never said I'm in the conscious community. None of them said that. The conscious community is the circus to me.
How about Brother Reggie?
I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah, what I do know is that I got a degree in computer science from the School of Engineering. That's what I do know. I do know that I worked at the Sharnbrook Center for Research in Black Culture. I do know for 16 and a half years I worked in a law office, head of IT. I do know that my son is in a PhD program and my ex-wife is a PhD. What I do know is that I actually interacted with some of the best minds of our generation, whether they got some things right or wrong. So fine, but that's why people do me. But I put my resume up, right, of a work that I've written and done and been in and been talked about, right? And other people put their work up, and that's the issue. To me, and that's not a disrespect on what Brother Bella said about he don't know, but I will make you know.
He just saying,
I don't want to know.
Tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth, yo. He just feel like, you know, when in that Egyptian conversation, yo, you was wild with it. That's it, you know, that's what he really felt.
Here we go.
Yeah, he feel like he was wild. He feel like you could have stepped all the way up, and you know, you like to preserve friendships. I don't give a damn at the end of the day. I'm gonna get it out. And I feel like if we ever had something, we can heal. If we didn't have nothing, we can't heal. So yeah, you like you won't tell James he's pseudo. See, James right there sitting there is pseudo. You won't tell him he's pseudo. You won't say, yo, half that shit you be saying be wow, be crazy. You won't tell him.
I might listen.
Man, hold on, Reggie.
I knew I could get it. Look.
Okay, we got Pan-African James. What's up, man?
Got him.
Wait. Now all of a sudden your damn mic work?
I was getting my dinner. So excuse me.
All right, don't say nothing until you give us your top 5, and then say whatever you want, James. Your
Top
top
five
5 conscious community past 20 years.
Well, I guess you probably, if you're talking about the conscious community in the past 20 years, you started off with SETI, Sonetta. I guess that's what y'all do. That's what we doing here. Shaka Almost, Brother Reggie, and Smash.
Good list.
So as much as you don't put Unc in, you don't put Unc or the pseudo killers in it. And that ain't even an alley-oop.
Because he just named 3 pseudos. Of course not.
He said, I named 3 pseudos.
Right.
But we're talking about the conscious community. We're not talking about scholars. I mean, scholarship as far as like
you just
going
said
back to doctor.
Smash,
I'm talking about as far as like going back to Dr. Ben. That's 1970s and 80s. I can't do that.
The pseudo
So we're
killers don't go back to
talking
the
about
70s.
You can go back as far as you want. Top 5.
No, well, he said 20 years. So I'm just talking about
He did it right.
top influence.
Now we just changed the rules.
No. Okay. No. Real quick.
He said the past. He said the
Hold on,
past
James.
10
Hold on,
years
James.
influence.
Hold on, James.
That man got a thing hanging off his head, yo. He got a piece of hair hanging off his head, this big. Shaka, yo, really, yo? That's what we talking.
But it doesn't matter about what he looks like. It matters.
Come on, son.
It matters about if he's telling the truth historically. That's all that matters.
He a grown man with an ancient.
You worried about what another man look like instead of
hold on, James. You just hold on. I'm not trying to. This is just
hold on. Gullah said something.
And I heard what he said. I don't want to. I'm not trying to start the war on this channel.
Okay, I didn't hear.
I heard exactly what he said. It was hilarious. Give me 1 second. You just said. You said Sonetta. Keep going. Smash. Who was the other 3? SETI.
Shaka Almost.
And
Brother Reggie.
And Brother Reggie. Okay, stop.
That's the top 5 right there.
Wait, now I asked you. Hold on. I asked you why you didn't say PK and Unc, and you said because what? I just want to be clear because you said because there's scientists or something, or what? What did you say?
I didn't even say anything about Unc. Them. Y'all asked me a question and then I don't know what went on.
No, because I said no. I did. I asked. Okay. I said why? Okay, then why wouldn't you answer it now? Why wouldn't you say Unc and PK?
Because I predate Unc and the PK. So I know about how they came about, who was in the group, who was. I mean, if you want to
based on personal,
this is what amazes me about this whole conversation, right? So you go throughout the history of these people of the groups that he assimilated, right? And then everybody seems to be pseudo that he picked. You know what I'm saying? And he says this is why he discarded them. So you have to take accountability for your your point in it. So you picked these people. So you must have didn't have enough knowledge to even know that they were pseudo.
No, they weren't pseudo. They went rogue on me. They went rogue on me. Tell the truth. Gotta tell the truth.
No, they didn't go wrong.
You don't tell the truth. And I got to fight you to the end. I fight you to the end.
The whole time you met.
That's
what's going on. But see, y'all don't know. I know what's going on.
So can we be real? Since you know, since you gave us, since you gave us. No, it's not true.
I know where you got that whole concept of a team concept. You got that from Takai Kilimanjaro. That's where you got.
No, I didn't get that from no Takai Kilimanjaro.
Teams win.
I did not get that from Killer. I didn't get that from him. I'm trying to tell you, nigga. Shit.
Got it from
selling dope in Baltimore, Maryland, having a team on the street, bro. Why you gonna tell me? That's crazy.
Well,
had a team.
Y'all go look around.
No, bro, I didn't get it from him, man.
It's a PhD.
I didn't even start reading his book. I didn't have his books then, yo.
Yeah,
come on, yo. I didn't have his books till later on.
I bet you. If we went and looked on Facebook, because that documents everything. If you look
why would I have to lie? Why would I have to lie?
When you look at the time that he was dealing with Takai, if you went on his Facebook page, and then right after that, I bet you pseudo killers and all this other stuff. I bet it wasn't pre him meeting Takai.
No,
But anyway,
hold on. The pseudo killers is hold on. The pseudo killers was, but I'm saying Jakar, that's my man, because he the first person that stood up for me for being an atheist. He just ain't tell y'all. How about that? Now, don't make me tell it all. I'll tell it all right here. Now, yeah. All right. So then he reached out to me. And then I realized he got some nice work. I like his work. So the PhDs end up reaching out to me. While y'all talk all that craziness, yo, for real, when it's time just to have a serious conversation, yo, I'm talking to them for real while they playing with y'all. So yeah, that's right. I love Kilimanjaro and the books he wrote. Damn right. But I ain't get the concept of having a team from that. I brought that from the street. Come on, because that's how I survived in the street. Ain't nobody in the team lose their life. Ain't nobody in the team go to jail, yo. So I knew the strength was in the damn team. Come on, bro. You making that up, man. Stop that.
That's cool.
Now, as for picking pseudos, I tell it all since I'm telling it. As for picking pseudos, niggas did their own shit. Everybody start becoming an expert right in front of my damn eyes without the real paperwork. That's what happened. Tell the truth, bro. Everybody became an expert. Everybody start overturning.
None of them had no degrees when you met them.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, I'm just gonna
right now.
For me, yo.
You gotta have a degree.
I'm gonna make my point, and then I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm saying niggas became experts overnight and start overthrowing modern academia and modern science and start saying what the damn Egyptians were saying when the experts didn't agree. And then niggas act like the experts agree with them. That's when I was like, nah, they out their mind, bro. Stop. Everybody know that. We gonna see. You just don't got no heart. Don't be mad at me because I got heart, yo. That's exactly what everybody did. They had their own idea, and they claimed it overthrew modern academia and modern science and overthrew Egyptology. Ask Reggie. Reggie got an idea that overthrows Egyptology. Ask him. He right here. That's what I say I ain't doing. Come on, bro. And I ain't starting them. It's the truth. I'm not the why I gotta be the bad guy for just telling the truth. Come on, bro. Be real. Yo, we gonna play the game. Come on, yo.
Unc is right. Unc is right.
I ain't lying on nobody, man. Smash got his own work, yo. His own work.
I appreciate the truth, bro. I love it.
No. Hey, wait.
That was a fire little statement.
Hold on. But while I appreciate the truth, we ain't trying to start no damn world.
No, it's not. No, they not. They got their own work, though, Brass. How is that starting something if they say they got their own work, yo? I commend them for having their own work. You know what I mean? Okay. But I'm saying that's not the consensus. That, you know what I'm saying? That's not in the halls of academia like that. But like Katie said, he said he support all of them. Katie said, I support that. He said it out of his mouth, bro. He said, I'm going to ride with him till the wheels fall off. I just felt like the wheels already fell off. Ain't my fault.
These damn backhanded compliments is
no, Katie, no. Sir.
Hey, shout out to Marcus in the chat. What'd you say, Gullah?
At that point, they riding with their feet out.
Yeah, but what y'all did see is y'all did see me in Wikipedia, and I didn't write it with the greats. You could chat GBT me if I'm resume Reggie. You could find my point.
Resume Reggie? Who said
Resume Reggie is a diabolical.
He run down his resume.
Don't worry about the chat, brother Reggie. Don't worry about the chat. We keeping an eye on them.
No, Mongo's my man, but he's making a point.
Oh no! Don't listen to Slade. Oh no! Here's how you all messed up.
Slade, Donnie, what's up,
y'all? How you furious?
He telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth now.
Resume Reggie. That is
Hey, look, y'all tune in Saturday, man. Listen,
what's up,
y'all
Chef?
tune in Saturday, man. Logic is interviewing everybody that's watching now, man. Saturday, tune in. Logic is interviewing Professor James Smalls. So show up to watch him get his head beat. I said, bro, you picked the right one. Listen. He give me so much slack in our Discord. You dig what I'm saying? I said, oh, because I'm the resident Afrocentrist blackologist over here, right? Like now I finally then became the one. I'm the blackologist.
Literally, bro. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Hey, let me tell you something. You told me a long time ago about Chef and Corey, bro.
We the
Chef
blackologist.
is the blackety Negro I have ever encountered in my life. He will wake you up 7 o'clock in the morning. This is how he wakes me up every day in the Discord. I can't believe you voted for Donald Trump, bro. You must be you're a racist. Right. Yesterday, he said, I don't care what you talk about, bro. You voted Republican. I don't care what you talk about. You're a Trumper. Like, this is every day, nonstop. Him and Fetty. He's the resident. He is on an island in this Discord as the blackest man alive.
Man, Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban. And Cuban, and I told you, Cuban is the blackest person I know.
Man, Cuban,
Literally.
yo.
Oh man, yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, hey, the consensus is that you're gonna have an issue with Professor Smalls on Saturday. I hope you are preparing, because if I would assume he's Pan-Africanism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's I would assume that
he black.
I always say this logic. That's the final boss, bro. You know how you play whatever game you play. You get to the very end, you die 1,000 times. You ready to stop playing, and then Professor Small show up, and you just say, "I ain't playing this shit.
I ain't playing this shit."
But you know what? I feel like it's the perfect. It's really going to be a perfect conversation because our personalities kind of match, right? Like you might listen to his story and assume he's gonna be like a super duper aggressive dude, but he kind of
both laid back. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but some people can kill you laid back though.
Now, but at the same time, I mean, if he do, he do. But we gonna be there to see. I put it to you just like that, right? I'm just as anxious and ready for it as I guess anybody else is who might want to come listen to it. I think, and personally, no matter how it goes, I know it's going to be a very productive conversation. So.
Yeah, I stole something from all of them. I stole something from James Smalls, from Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark. But I actually spent some time with James Smalls, though. I developed a relationship with him. I actually met him. So, like, I never met Dr. Ben. I missed the plane. I was coming to meet him and missed the daggone plane. I was late. Then he died like a week later. It's a wild story. It's truth, though. Reggie hooked me up. And Reggie was responsible to hook me up with the scholars because he seen I was worthy to actually talk to some real scholars. So the Smalls, I don't agree with a lot of stuff he be saying these days, man, but that's my man. We don't have to agree. I mean, he know how to talk to the people. I don't know how to talk to the people. Yeah, people don't want to hear what I gotta say half the time. I'm gonna get straight to it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get straight to it. And he know how to work his way in and work it around. I just don't feel like all that. I just want to get to it and move on. So, he do a good job, yo. So, I ain't really trying. I be starting trouble. I'm starting trouble because I felt like we could be on that level with everybody else, man. It's a way to get to the level, right? And I just feel like we all could get to the level. I just do, at least in our thinking. Brass, I don't know how you voted for Trump, though. That was funny. Yeah, he just brought, now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we ain't doing this.
No, I'm just saying it. No, listen. It was some business. Listen. It's some business things that Trump, right? And you might be in a certain bracket and it makes sense, right? But sometimes, you gotta let the scientific literacy play out, right? Because he gonna mess up everybody's money at the end. The way he go about it, he don't show up like a president's supposed to. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Take it easy. So like the white boy, Elon Musk, right? What I learned was, and you know this, Brass, there's always been civilians part of the government, but not in the government. That's that's a norm, right? What the thing that became abnormal is you open your big mouth and you put them right there in front of you in the Oval damn office. That's the part we don't want to see that, bro. Like we don't want to think that this man out of nowhere with the wild father from South Africa is actually looking at our personal business. Even if it's been happening before. The way he do it, I'm saying, let us dream a little bit. Let us guess about it a little bit. We don't want to see it that
without
way.
Throwing it in our face.
Yeah, come on, man.
I say every day in the Discord.
Horrible politician.
I like some of the things that they're trying to do. I hate every way that he's trying to do it.
Yeah.
I hate every single way that he's trying to do it. I do believe we should look at the budget and the government. I don't like how they're operating those. I do believe we need to reassess we need to reassess and restructure our relationship with Canada. I don't think Canada should be the 51st state, and you don't need to say it every day. See, that's where I. No, I'm just saying. I do. Well, I'm
as an American.
Yeah, I'm an American.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, okay.
So are you not an American,
James?
No, he in that.
You said, am I not an American? I know I was born at. See, this would be the problem with a lot of this stuff that's going on.
Go ahead, kill him.
Just because you was born an American don't mean that America acknowledges you as an American, as treated you.
Yes, they did. You want to see my passport?
I can show you my ID if I wasn't worried.
Y'all keep stay on this ship and let's see how it works out.
I voted, bro.
Yeah, are you broadcasting from outside the United States, bro? No, I'm just curious. Hey, James, are you broadcasting from outside the United States? Because that means we all are the same ship.
That's kid talk. It don't matter
where I'm at. Okay, then the kids tell the truth. You know what?
Hold up. What matters is if I'm telling the truth.
No, a kid will tell you the truth.
Damn. Okay, so how has America treated our people in this country?
Horribly.
Horribly.
Yeah, horribly at times, Joe. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yet I've had relatives from history die in world wars fighting for this country. It's a contradiction, but I'm an American.
What are you talking about, though?
Pan-African James. You as my
your microphone is low, Reggie.
He back. He good.
Yeah, Pan-African James, you are my brother, and I so respect you. But you cannot go to Africa and say the things that we are saying, even in that culture.
You're gonna run them out of there,
right? If you say anything about Christianity, or you say anything about Islam, you might not make it. You're not gonna have a whole discussion in front of a whole bunch of Africans. They're gonna come and get you, and they're gonna arrest you, right? They done gave up their traditional religions for Islam and Christianity and for God, right? Their whole traditions. I'm talking about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years of tradition, right? But if you say something against Jesus, right, you're done, right? Even if you're talking for them and you're asking them about their bosom, their Ife, right? You no, they're like, listen, this is not the time and the place, right? So we have an idea about the Africa that we want, but I bet you what, to get out that country, you're gonna need your American passport because they're gonna be your last. I know
how it works internationally, Reggie.
That passport just killed him, Reggie. You just killed him. He is an American when it comes time to come home, yo.
But you got examples of African Americans.
No, answer that though.
You got examples of African Americans going over there on with some like Dr. Cambone. He's over there. He's not talking about Christianity, and he's still living. So, and it seems like they may pay attention to some of the things that he say, just about your approach and how you you speak with your people. You know, you can't go over there and be disrespectful, but they know that something's wrong. Pan-Africanism is something that's a continental-wide idea. It's not just some fringe idea that they have on the continent. That's what I say. But as far as
we saying when you come back home, you use your passport and you happy and smiling. Tell the truth.
See, but that's what I'm saying though. You talking about something that's don't even have nothing to do with what the conversation is.
Y'all, that's what we said though.
You're talking about
you said you're not an American.
You gotta have passports. You gotta have passports in Africa
because you're an American, bro.
In Europe, you gotta have passports in India. All over the world, you gotta have passports.
No, that's not what we're saying. Yeah, remember? Hey, yo, remember when Russia attacked? Hey, yo, remember when Russia attacked? What did Russia just attack? A couple years ago.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. And remember, people was trying to escape to Poland. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah.
And the Polish government was like, "I'm not letting y'all Africans in here."
Not at all.
But they let the African Americans in there, bro. So you to stay, yo. I want to tell the truth right now. So you saying you wouldn't have been an African American on that day? You to stay, yo. Is that what you're trying to tell us, bro?
Those.
No, I ain't just answer the question, yo.
Those type of analogies
show some heart, yo.
Don't got nothing to do It don't got nothing to do with the racist Polish people and what they did.
Yeah,
they still seen your ass as a black person.
They didn't.
No,
they didn't.
How many? I wonder how many black. Hold up. I wonder how many black African Americans was in Poland that tried to get out, or was these European Americans? European Americans, or was these black?
No, they was African Americans.
It was African Americans, yo. They put them to the front of the line, yo. They put them to the front of the line. Was like, yo, you better not mess with them Americans.
Right.
Point blank.
Because but you know why? Because let me tell you something. We may be, no matter how they treat us in this country, kill an African American or kill anything that say American in it in another country.
Yeah, it's the whole
just kill one. Just kill one. Just kill them. See what happens. It'd be like Stephen A. Smith said to LeBron James, if he would have punched me, I'd have hit him immediately.
Yeah.
He said I'd have swung back immediately. Yeah, that by the way, on the side note, that video of Stephen A. Smith throwing punches was hilarious.
So y'all don't know about history then? Is that what y'all telling me?
No, I don't trust you with history though. But I don't trust you
because you in America. Your statement makes sense if you would listen. Hey James, your statement would make so much more sense if you was broadcasting from outside the United States of America because you believed in what you were saying. So other than that, you just talking, James.
Yeah,
so you don't know that American got like a $30-something trillion debt.
Then why are you still here?
You help make the debt.
Yeah, like you ain't had nothing to do with it.
I didn't help make nothing. They got their wealth off our ancestors' free labor.
I agree.
See, now that they don't got free labor no more, now they have a disadvantage.
Why aren't you still here
on this planet, catching up and getting ready to surpass this country? Y'all oblivious to what's going on.
No, we're not. We are the ones that are. No, we're the ones that's telling you we're Americans. You the one telling us you hate it here. It's the worst place ever. They destroyed your ancestors.
That ain't what I said. I said I acknowledge
still live here.
How this country treats my people, and I'm not cool with that. So I ain't gonna never be cool with somebody that's treat my people like they the last on the planet.
Did you vote?
If y'all want to be hip parade to this situation,
did you vote?
Okay, so now I got to say,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Did you vote? No. Did you vote?
What does that have to do with
everything? Voting has nothing to do with
okay, so hold on. So y'all think y'all think that
he don't care about
us. This what I mean when you gonna turn yourself into a contradiction.
Y'all believe that Trump is better for the United States.
Did you vote?
No,
we didn't ask about Trump. We didn't ask about Kamala Harris.
So
we asked, did you do your civic duty and vote? Did you vote?
Yeah, I'm
yes or no. I don't care who you voted for. Did you vote,
James?
Man, don't ask me silly questions.
Then you didn't. So if you ain't participating, I mean,
but you didn't vote either.
No, you wild.
You voted for Trump, did you?
You wild.
Yeah, look, he voted for Trump. You think he voted? So the man voted for Trump.
You might have a point there.
They go to moving to the goalpost.
What are you talking
They go to moving to the goalpost.
He said you wasted your vote, Brad. He said you wasted.
Get him, James. Get him, James. I'm talking about this. I'm just telling you that all of this who you voted for, they just moved from what you did.
No. Listen. We can laugh and it's humorous. I get it. But if you did not participate, if you did not do a civic duty to vote for either one of them,
I did better than whoever voted.
Then your complaint, then you will stay forever in the position of a complaint.
Anybody that voted for either party.
What did you do? What did you do? Tell us what you did that was better.
See, this is what I'm saying. No matter who y'all voted for, it ain't gonna be beneficial to you.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
What policies have Trump put in into
right
now?
Bro,
he put a new bill on. He put a new bill on. He writing a new bill at the
would I answer the question
has he put in those bills for us?
No matter who you vote for,
what bill
there's nothing that could have been done
for African Americans right now. Go.
What?
That's not even what he asked me, bro.
He signs executive orders every day. Tell me the bill that he signed.
Do you understand the difference between the executive order and the bill?
You might let me get it out.
No, no. Why should I? You just said it don't matter if you vote for either side.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it.
Hold on. Hey, James, real quick. Real quick. Let me just say this. And y'all know I have these political conversations and get knocked for whatever I voted for, this, that, and the other. But at a bare minimum, I don't mind having a conversation with somebody if you have the legal right to vote that actually did. A person that says that I'm not voting for either side cannot ask me about any policy because they have nothing to do with it. Nothing. You cannot sit on the sidelines and complain. If that's your right, then just do that.
Hold
then
on.
Just do that. Don't ask me about policy.
Don't ask me if I voted then.
Well, you answer. You gave the answer. You don't want to answer.
Don't get mad when I tell you the flaws in voting is.
That's fine. You're on the sideline. Cheer. Right.
Where I need to be at. Let them do what they gonna do.
Is you old enough to vote?
Hell yeah.
Right.
He got
just
to be
chose
old
not
enough
to.
vote. Yeah.
Man, if it's two people that it's just crazy to me. You got two people that you don't want to vote for neither one of them, but you say I'm gonna vote for one because I gotta vote.
So you think somewhere? So
that's the dumbest shit in the world.
In the United States,
I don't like neither one of them. I'm not voting. For
let me ask you a
one.
simple question. Hold on, James. Let me ask you a question, and then logic hits, or anybody can answer. But I'm asking you specifically, because we had this conversation before. What in the world do you think would change for Black people in these United States without policy and legislation?
Not a damn thing. That's how the system works. You gotta understand the system. You gotta understand the government.
So if we're not going to participate in policy and legislation, but sit on the sidelines and say, ain't nothing working for us, ain't nothing ever going to happen for us, do that make any sense whatsoever?
Who said to do that?
No, it's slap crazy. It's crazy.
Who said to do that, though?
That's all. I wasn't saying you.
So you got to vote to get some stuff done.
No, I know hit dogs holler all day long, but I never said
crazy.
Your name.
You think you got to vote?
I never
Yeah,
said
yeah.
your name.
Look at what we benefit, like the Civil Rights Bill. That's bills, yo. That's measures.
They just I thought they just took some most of that back.
Well, that's the point, though. See, that is the point. And that's why I wouldn't understand why Brass did that. Right? I don't think Brass knew that man was going to start going after that. And then he made it pejorative, yo.
They told you.
Project 2025. They told us everything they was going to do.
Act like they didn't know. What are you Don't be trying to let people out.
Project 2025. They going to enact every bit of that they can. They said it.
You trying to let them off the hook. We ain't doing that. They put it out there before you even vote.
Yeah, you're right. But he said he wasn't found in 2025. Remember, he had his own.
He's a liar. Everybody know that.
Say that again. Wait, say that again.
He's a liar, though. Who listens to liars?
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Who listens to liars?
Hold on, bro.
Obviously, majority of the country, right? They listen to liars, right? He's a liar. He's a known liar.
Yeah, the 2025 wasn't his program.
So. Yeah, no, when he said he wasn't, that means he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knew that. I thought they knew that.
Hard, man.
Hey, if y'all want, I'll make y'all proud. I voted for Barack Obama that first term. Y'all had
all right, okay, you voted before. All right, okay.
So did I.
Did you vote?
Yeah, I guess we.
No. I ain't letting you get away with that because that means you believe your vote is worth something, and you ain't.
I did that for symbolic.
Why you believe in any?
That was symbolic. That was symbolic.
Man,
That was purely symbolic. Like everybody else that voted was purely symbolic. The only reason why y'all voted because y'all wanted to see a Black man in the office for the first time in history. That's what it was about. We wanted to see if that was going to happen. It did. But we seen that it didn't really benefit
After
us.
George Bush, it was really no question whether he's going to win or not.
I don't know, but it happened. I never thought it was going to happen in my lifetime. I'm going to keep it real.
Right?
No, I don't think any of us thought it, but after George Bush dropped the ball, weapons of mass destruction, there was no way a Republican was going to take office. So Obama was going to win regardless, and he earned it, and he deserved it, whether he was selected or elected.
Yo, I don't even remember who he ran against. Who did he run against?
The person that lost. Nobody remembers.
McCain.
Oh, that's a damn shame. He said McCain. You sure right.
Nobody remembers who loses. Nobody.
Yeah, you're right.
Who won second place in the Olympics in the 100 meters this year? Yeah.
Who was it? The U.S.?
I don't know exactly. Like
was
nobody's
Jamaica?
number two. That's the reason why they number two. They ain't supposed to get remembered. But shout out to Chilimbwe in the chat. I know we have not diabolical. We are completely different politically, but I respect the man's intelligence. Did everybody give their list?
No.
Who didn't get a list?
Yeah, we got derailed.
I didn't.
No, I mean, I think we got.
Cuban didn't give his list.
No, Cuban's list. Cuban did give his list.
I changed.
Cuban said Dr. York.
I changed my list.
Valentine and Polite.
I changed it, bro.
Wow.
I'm looking at the second. What did you change it to?
I changed it in my head. I just haven't said it yet, so I changed it. So.
Oh, come on! I'm putting your original list on the screen. You gonna?
No. I thought.
No. You can change it, but that's your original list.
Madam Grabowski, Alex Dr. York.
That's funny, yo.
Phil Valentine, Bobby.
Crazy, yo.
Is he playing?
He did.
Why you put Phil Valentine on the list with them?
Yep. Because a lot of the ideologies were inspired by Madam Blavatsky and Alex Corley.
Yeah, they got it from all the white boys.
Is that the lady who? That's the lady who debated Dr. Ben. Is that the lady who debated Dr. Ben?
No, that's
Lefkowitz. He's talking about the lady with the cultist lady. You know, she like the queen of the 10-4.
Why is her
top 5 dead or alive? I'll fight anybody. Mary Lefkowitz top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
no, she actually did a better job than we realized on some parts of the conversation, yo.
That's the people of the new age. That's the new age science people, right?
No, not Lefkowitz.
No. I'm talking about Blavatsky.
Yeah.
Blavatsky, that's the new age science people.
Yeah,
right. And they low key was like some demon worshippers or something like that too. Right?
That's Jabari and them.
Yeah, I think she resurrected somebody.
Wait a minute, that's where I got it from. Hold on. That's the Kemet lady. That's the lady. Hold on. Go ahead. Y'all look it up. I looked this up before. I don't know what I was doing. I must have been bored as hell. Go ahead. I looked this up before. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I'm about to close the show. Y'all give y'all.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think it's. I guess it's my turn. I don't got 5 people, bro. I can't.
Yes, you do. It's just you ain't got it because they here now.
I can't give you 5 because there's like a layer of respect there for me. Like I honestly, I feel like to some degree I can't include Dr. Clark and Polite in those same shit. Like I just can't do it. Right?
Why not?
So, well, because I got some respect for Dr. Clark. I understand what his goals were, and like even if he did get some stuff wrong, I feel like based on what time period he's in, you can't compare somebody who comes after him who has the internet can easily look up what he's talking about and either say it's right or wrong. So I'm talking about somebody who basically purposely is wrong and somebody who might be wrong based on
made a mistake. I got you. So why would you have Polite in your top 5?
I didn't say he was. I'm just saying I wouldn't put those. So everybody
what
who
would your top 5 be?
So everybody I would mention is basically all people like y'all was saying. I don't pretty much respect, right? Me personally, right? Like.
So who's the top 5 list you don't respect?
The top 5 I don't respect, right?
Okay. I mean, damn, let's get to it.
He trying to get to it. He's starting to establish that, right? So now I got York, right? I got it's hard, bro. I don't want to say the people's name out.
So goddamn influential.
I got York. No, I got Jabari. I'm gonna have to put
wait, time out. You just said you wouldn't put John Henry Clark and Polite next to each other, but then you started your list with York and Jabari?
Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead. My bad.
York, Jabari. I'm gonna go with Shaka, Tazariak. And one last one. I'm gonna just put I guess we gotta put Polite out there since I don't really, mess
so
with
you just don't like Jabari. That's
it ain't that, right? I feel like is intelligent as I can assume he is based on how he articulates words, that's even more reason for me to hold you accountable for what
man. Dr. Clark didn't work constantly, bro. Like he was really
you smart.
So no, but what I'm saying, the reason why I say that, listen, follow me real quick. And y'all don't leave. We're gonna close in a second, but don't leave. Man. You just you said York first, then you said Jabari. Reason why I say you don't like him, whether the man is wrong, whether the man is pseudo, he ain't Dr. York though.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what I mean. Like,
So he's doing it on purpose, though, right? I can't take that away from it. I feel like he's somebody who I would assume is educated, is very smart, and is doing it on purpose. I can't respect
doing
that.
what on purpose.
What is he doing on purpose?
What is he doing on purpose?
Being wrong on purpose, right?
What are you wrong about?
Be specific.
He's espousing the misinformation on purpose, and he's doing exactly what Unc said earlier, right? You are framing this in a way that you're telling black people this helps them while you're being wrong and doing it on purpose. All of that combined, I can't.
Okay.
Now, I don't deal with that type of information and that aspect. But
yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'm not a.
What you think Smash be talking about?
Smash is not talking about what Jabari is talking about. He's talking about reading text. This is crazy. You even asking this question. He's talking about the ability to read text. Anybody? Hold on. You ask, no.
Let him finish.
No, Jabari ain't talking about reading no text. He's talking about incorporating a spiritual system into something like it, just like any other religion, and that's something that Dr. Clark and them was against, right? So that's what the problem is with Jabari. But I understand if that's what he wants to do as a person, and I'm not going to be tripping on a grown man if that's what he want to do. I'm not doing it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just all it is to it. But as far as like interjecting Dr. Clark into that conversation, or even Polite and all of those people, how you articulate yourself is what the problem is in this community. As long as you sound smart, people will gravitate you, and they don't even know what the hell you talking about.
Can't argue with that.
That's what's wrong with these people.
Hey, I can't argue with that.
That's what's wrong.
Can't argue with
That's
that.
what's wrong with the community. Because you can be right and you can tell people stuff, and they'll sit up and they'll ostracize you, can make up names for you, and you will be 100% correct. And they'll sit up and make a name for you and be joking and talking about
you talking about yourself.
Hold on. And they talking about
talking about yourself. Definitely talking about yourself, bro.
No, I'm talking about actually. I'm talking about you.
Damn.
If you want to get to it.
Yeah, get to
about you.
Yeah, and see, it's called comprehension. He does not comprehend.
Y'all got about
Logic
15 minutes to get to it.
Hey, Logic, he didn't comprehend because I said you're talking about yourself, bro, and I'm the one that you get. I agree with you.
I'm talking about you.
He talking about himself.
No, I'm not talking about myself.
You are. I'm the guy. Hold on. I'm the guy that make up names about people. That's me, right? You saying I do that?
It might be you and a couple
definitely
of
me. I admit that.
That's what y'all do. But it's cloaked in ignorance of the conversation.
Like what?
Like you don't be knowing what you're talking about when you're talking about science and genetics and stuff like that. You listen to Ngozi and Ngozi. I don't know what's wrong with Ngozi. Yeah, because you do this all the time. You champion Ngozi when you don't even know what Ngozi is talking about.
I don't know what
That's how you got in trouble with the Amarai squad because you really got some people that you didn't know what the hell they was talking about and they sounded smart. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, so you banging on smashing them now? At least you got some heart.
No, because what I'm saying
is, they was on the wrong spot. Yeah, take it back.
That's how you try to divide and talk.
Yeah, you talking about smashing them now. You know that, right?
Let me tell you something. When it comes to smash, he's only talking about, because I'm smart enough to be able to understand stuff, see. He's only talking about the comprehension to be able to read a text, which is something that humans have the ability to do. That is the only thing he's talking about. He went in, he's gained the ability to read a text, the ancient text that these Egyptologists went to school to do, and he can do the same thing that they do. That he's just a human.
No, he can't.
Just like them. Yeah, he can. He can read that stuff just like they can.
No, he can't.
Just like Reggie can do it, and he's right on the path.
I ain't even listening, y'all.
So
that's why you get scammed.
Hold up. Reggie can't read the text? You telling us that?
That's why you get scammed, though, bro.
Hold up, Reggie.
It ain't about reading the text.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it's about.
Come on,
you can't read the text.
Hold on, you just said your piece, yo.
People who can read.
You just said your piece, bro. You said your piece, right?
That's wrong.
No, I think
let say his piece, and then everybody get.
Look, see, this is how I go. Here go the flim-flam piece right here. They overemphasize being able to read the daggone text. I agree. It's definitely important. But everybody can read the text. Europeans can read the text. Chinese people can read the text. African Americans can read the text. Nile Valley indigenous Africans could read the text. Egyptians, they can read the text. What's the difference, though? The difference is putting things in its proper cultural context is king. Not the fact that you can read it, but can you put it in its proper Nile Valley indigenous context is what rules the day. See, so you can trick everybody else. Everybody, homo, they can read, but can they put it in the proper cultural context and allow the ancestors to speak? Do they allow the ancestors to say who they are and what they are? Or do they make the ancestors sound like a bunch of African Americans, glorifying their skin color? Only people who have been through a traumatic experience would glorify their skin color, because their traumatic experience said that their skin was filthy and dirty and made them subhuman. It was their skin that made them non-factors on planet Earth based off of people naming themselves white. It was colonialism. In the 50s, you would have the white Jesus in your church, in your house. It was the black power in response to while white people degrading our skin color, saying we was the devil, saying we was evil, saying we was shrouded in darkness. And we stood up, we said black power, and we glorified the beauty of our skin. We did it because we had a bunch of nitwits who racialized us and put us at the bottom of the damn totem pole. That is a traumatic experience, bro. So African Americans go through the traumatic experience. We glorify our skin color. But indigenous Africans in the Nile Valley, they did not go through a traumatic experience based off their damn skin color. For the first 350,000 years, humans was not putting racialized value on things. It's a new thing on the block. So no, Nile Valley Africans ain't concerned about their blackness and how important black and proud and all that. No, they are not. And I ain't got to read no text to figure that out. Y'all tripping, and y'all know y'all.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, bring in the black cows and the black bulls and watch. Here you go. Watch.
See, that's
of course, because that is in fact how the African ancestors describe themselves. Exactly how. So when Winnes says in the pyramid text that he is the black ram, son of the Kemet, which is the black sheep, he is speaking for himself. When they are calling themselves the noble cattle, right, or the Neter Awat, which is the divine cattle, they are speaking for themselves, right? When they use the word Kem and Kemet, they are not talking about skin color, right? Kim means something else than skin.
Share my screen. Color. Share my screen.
Wait, I didn't finish talking.
Go ahead.
I didn't finish talking. So they are talking about some spiritual, religious, community understanding of who they are. So we get it wrong because we are the ones who
you gotta share my screen, Logic.
You cut me off. See, that's channel.
I'm not. Go ahead. I'm just telling you to share my screen.
No.
All right, go ahead, Reggie.
So you're gonna share your screen while I'm talking.
Go ahead, Reggie. You just talking. I'm not gonna talk. Go ahead.
I can share my screen.
I know you can, Reg.
After you finish. So you cut me off, my good brother. I like young guys.
No, Reggie. Reggie, go ahead and finish your piece. I got some questions to ask you based off what you said, Reggie. And I'm gonna ask you this, Reggie, and then you're on the spot, right? You can either tap out or answer the question. That's on you.
So I had every opportunity to share my screen. I did not because we're just talking. So now
I'm not. No. I want to know. You said something about blackness and Egyptians. I want to see. Do you agree with these statements right here? And then I'll know exactly where you at, Reggie. Because this is the gist of the conversation, Reggie.
Why you should know? Because I wrote it.
Your mic is cutting in and out, Reggie. We can't hear you sometimes. If it's just me or what?
No, I was Reggie.
I read synchronicity. What's it called? Synchronicity?
Centricity. Afrocentricity.
No, synchronicity is his article.
Oh, okay. Synchronism. Can't hear you, Reggie. Syncretism.
Plug your mic in, Reggie. It's something wrong.
I don't know. Hey, Chef, you see the screen, right, Chef?
Yeah. I don't
Look.
think Reggie was finished cooking you.
Go ahead, Reggie. Cook me, Reggie, because I want to ask you, do you agree with these statements right here, and then we'll know what you're talking about when you start talking about black. See, everybody running all around, but we got it right here. We know what it was we was fighting over. Go ahead, Reggie.
No, you're gonna play what you're gonna play.
I'm not gonna play any. No, I'm not gonna play anything. I'm actually not. I'm gonna read these statements. The premise, what the premise is.
Okay, wait 1 second. So if you're gonna read it, so let me pull up the screen so I can read it. I have okay. Okay, you want me to answer this?
Do you agree with the first one? The majority of the ancient Egyptians were black people from the South. Yes or no?
Yes, I'll answer for it.
Okay, go ahead, Reggie.
Wait, hold up. It depends on what you mean.
I don't know. It means that's what Smash is saying.
So this is my point. So my point is, you're
yes
asking
or no,
me to respond.
Just say yes or no.
To respond.
I'm going through the questions. Then you can get deep and philosophical after I run the questions. Look,
yes.
James said yes.
I will answer yes. One, yes.
The second one, the ancient Egyptians called themselves black. Do you agree with that, Reggie?
The translated term from Kemet, yes.
So no, did the ancient Egyptians call themselves black, bro?
They called themselves
the translated word.
Meaning black. Come on, bro. Don't play.
He said yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Said yes.
There was no ancient Egyptians. God damn it.
No, we're not doing Reggie. Don't do that,
No.
Hey, don't do that, Reggie.
He already said yes.
Yes. Yeah, 3. The word Kemet or Kemetu can mean a group of black people, a black collective. Absolutely. You agree with that, Reggie?
Yep.
Reggie.
He said absolutely. He said
right.
Absolutely.
So then all that black bull stuff is out of here because you mean what you mean. That's my whole point. Knock it off.
Skin color.
No, that's what they talking about. Stop it, bro. Bro, you gotta stop that. See, that's incoherency. That's the point. I'm done. That's right. See how I go? Right. Nah, hey Reg, you can have it. I'm done. I'm done. See how they do that, Chef? See, there's no real, won't nobody, see, no way, yo. Switch back and forth. That's the skin color. I ain't talking about the skin color. I'm not a man.
He know what Smash mean, and when he's on Smash channel, he's agreeing with it.
Right.
So whatever he's saying, whatever you're saying now, and I heard you say this though, Reggie, you're consistent, right? I ain't taking nothing away from you. You're actually consistent, right? But if you can clear it up over here, then why don't you clear it up over there? If you're saying it don't mean skin color here, then you should be over there fighting James and them every day because that's what they mean when they saying it. And you
have some heart, Reggie.
And you be sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
So are we to believe you now? Like which one is it?
Yeah, they think Egypt look like AI art,
Yeah. At least James is standing on his. I say I can respect James for that. I ain't mad at James. At least I know we can have a coherent conversation on it. At least he ain't trying to trick me back and forth like he mean that. So what about you, Reggie, about the black bulls and the black color? What? See, we don't understand, Reg. That's the point.
It means it for themselves.
Hold on, let me share my screen real quick, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me see. Let me see. Can you read this right here for us?
No, that ain't even important, bro. Like you tripping right now.
How do I
hold on. No, I want you to read this right here, though.
Watch this, Chef. Watch how I do.
Now, this is Charles. This is from Charles Darwin. This is your guy. When they went around the world, when they went around the world, this is what they said the Zulus did for their king. They said that one of the titles of the Zulu king is "You who are black." They didn't need Europeans to venerate black like you keep saying. What? So why would they be one of the titles of the king?
Man, all right, man. What the hell?
No. But it got a lot to do with it because before they
can you share your screen again, please, so we can make sure you ain't tricking us? Please share your screen, sir.
About black, and they already was venerated as.
I don't trust you. Share your screen.
Darwin the first European to come in contact with some Zulus.
No, he's giving an account of. See, this comes from. Hold on, let me scroll up. so y'all
You're
can
not
see where
sharing
it
this. We
comes
can't
from.
see nothing, bro. You're not sharing your screen.
Y'all don't see this?
No, hell no. Hey,
hold
Brass.
The host gone.
That's
Him and
crazy.
Logic gone. We can't even.
Oh, okay, my bad. Then I was just trying to, but that comes from Charles Darwin, man. So when they went around the world,
what he say?
When they went around, hold up. When they went around the world documenting behavior,
where you at?
what people found attractive from Europeans to Africans to people in Papua New Guinea. They went all around the world documenting butterflies, humans, behavior, and everything. They said that the Africans
that don't sound like a quote.
Nah, that don't
they
sound
said that
right.
the Africans had a veneration for black.
Nah,
as far as beauty.
Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm
gonna read the title. I'm gonna read the title in the chapter for you, so you can go look it up.
Who wrote the book?
Hold up. This is what you do. This is what you do. Anybody that's listening, look up Charles Darwin, Descent of Man, chapter 19, and then what you do when you get that page right there, just hit C and F, and then put Zulu off in there, and it's gonna take you to the African
Share your
section.
screen. Hits back.
I can do it. I can do it now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I was over here. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying is they did not be European influenced to know that they was black. Just like the text that the brother Reggie them is showing, they're reading the text and they're saying that they got an affinity for black. The gods are black. Like a star is black. They telling you a set is black. They why would they put that in their conversation?
Got to do with
but anyway. But what the Zulus got to do with it because somebody, hold on, what the Zulus got to do with it because somebody, now this is Charles Darwin. This is us people. Now check this out. So you can look at this. Now I'm gonna go all the way down to where they talk about the Zulus at. And what they're doing is they're going around the world documenting human behavior about what they find attractive, what they find
what
not.
book is that, yo?
The Descent of Man.
But anyway,
let
me go down.
Read it because you can't read, yo. So I already know. When I say you can't read, I mean you're not comprehending what you read.
Paragraph, excuse me.
All right, go ahead.
This is what it said.
I already read it. That's not saying what he's saying.
All right, go ahead.
It says one of the titles of the Zulu king is "You who are black." It's not saying that. Am I not reading what's in blue here?
Keep reading.
I don't have to keep reading. Y'all read the rest of it. I already read it. But what it's going to do is they're going to talk about what Africans prefer. They're going to talk about they didn't like white because they thought it was a ghost. This is what they were talking about in the 1800s. You see the dates right here? This is what they were documenting, just like they documented the butterflies. They documented everything else when they went around documenting and taxonomizing the word. So y'all can go look at this for yourself. You can go back and screenshot it, but I've already read it.
So Darwin saying
that
the Zulus called themselves black.
Yeah.
Before European.
Yeah, they venerated black. That was the title of the king. You who are black. See what I'm saying? So that's before European influence, like keep telling us, right out of his own man's book. But anyway, some people be just talking.
Right.
Y'all better pay attention.
What you got to say for that,
I'm gonna put it in ChatGPT and see what he say. I ain't
all humans are 99.9%
Darwin
the same, according to
What book is that?
He still believe that.
It is the Descent of Man, chapter 19, on the Zulus.
I didn't put that there.
You didn't. You definitely didn't.
But see what I'm saying? So that kills the whole argument of Africans not knowing
what book
about.
Is that? Hold on. The quote you provided appears to reflect a 19th century colonial attitude towards African standards and beauty and identity, specifically the relation to colonialism and cultural aesthetics. Okay, let's unpack this.
Go look at the actual quote.
The idea that no girl would marry him because he was so fair, and the use of "you who are black" as a royal Zulu epithet, both reflect African cultural values. All right.
Shit, boy.
And you say that's in what book?
That's your you should know. You
the Descent of Man.
Hold
on. Wait.
He's giving an account of what the people he didn't go do it. Some more Europeans went around. He just got a collection of what they said when they went down there. Some Europeans went to West Africa. They said they documented